Hello,
Now.
and welcome to Idol Showdown World vs. Europe Tournament. It's time for the Europe section of the Idol Showdown World vs. Series. We've had JP, we've had NA. We're going to jump straight to the EU SA a little bit later, and I am ready to get this show on the road. So is Brian and Edward your lag?
Howdy. We were discussing the meaning of life, but unfortunately the stream didn't catch it, so you'll have to find out another time. But for now, we do have some Idol Showdown, which I guess is the next best thing. I'm here in the booth, of course, with Atkins and Edward. I'm super excited to be here. It's been a hot minute, but I'm super ready. What about y'all guys?
Yeah.
Hello. I'm Edward, and I am hyped. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Some Idol Showdown action here in the European region. And just let's go. I mean, I'm going to be playing. I'm not going to be giving much commentary on the later part, but I am hyped to give you some insights on the European players, if you like.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. I'm being kept on my toes immediately here. There was two intros, but midway through the second intro, I forgot that I had the YouTube stream open, so I heard myself interrupting myself.
That's a classic. That's a classic scenario.
I can tell you I had that happen to me too right now.
I got so jump scared. Like, what is happening?
I got jump scared by a random video about Kobe Bryant as I was like doing my intro from like, the random tab opening up. I was like, crap, what is that?
The Kobe Bryant jump scare is crazy.
Okay, but I'm ready. I'm ready to see how this tournament turns out. I have not looked at the bracket yet, so I don't really know how this is going to go. What have we got going for us here?
Sure. I mean, if anybody would give any insight, it would definitely be Edward. Like, I could definitely just give a brief blurb of what my not only overview of this World versus tournament, but kind of like all of them is just like I feel they all have very similar narratives to where there's like a player who is known for kind of cleaning up in some of these high-profile events. You know, in JP you have Bob, who was able to take it there. In A, it's usually JJ, but JJ did fall second place to Lucy. In South America, Lutricon is pretty much the one to look at. A variety of high-low players there, but Lutricon's like the1, and then in Europe, Logic is the guy. So, but yeah, Yola, what insights do you have about this bracket?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Logic is kind of like the final boss in EU. So he's like the one to beat, the one that we all other players have set the goal to not let him have the first place. So let's try. But there are some interesting players, and we've been playing for a long time. Exide, I think is a close second for being a champion. He's been grinding a lot. He's a master of the Risu assist, it has to be said, and he cooks up some funny and interesting stuff on the character and the assist. So, and playing Corona.
Yep, I'm always excited to see Exide play because I never quite know what's gonna happen when he pops out the Risu.
Yeah, it is. It is really interesting. You don't know, and it's always hype. It's like the hypes people up because Risu is not a well used assist, and it is very funny because who doesn't love the nuts?
Who does not love a good assist? Gotta love it.
Yeah, a lot of long-time players within the bracket. I think there are a couple of wild cards here, though, like you mentioned. Of course, Exide just unpredictable nature in terms of what they're going to bring to the table with the Risu, but Facebreaker, right? We were talking about how the Sora representation is kind of a little bit scattered, but Facebreaker, longtime Sora player, going to be joining the bracket. But there's one player in this bracket in particular that I am going to be playing really close attention to. One, because I want matchup footage, but two, I think they could have a really big impact on the bracket, and I think that's Neku Crow. Neku Crow is like a newer player, plays Ina quite good on the Ina character as well. And most significantly, they're on the side of the bracket where Logic is. So like if they both qualify in top 8 winners side, that's going to be a match to determine winners finals. And like Logic is a great player, definitely way more active in the beginning stages of the game. Not as active in this Next Fest meta. They show up for like kind of the big tournaments, but really isn't somebody that's like super actively grinding the game. So I really don't know how much match experience they have against Ina, and Neku is no slouch. I think that's going to be a really interesting matchup if it comes up on stream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always thrilled to see some Ina gameplay because you really don't see it that often. Like, new character to Next Fest, but really not the most popular character going, past like the first 2 or 3 weeks where everyone was doing new toy syndrome. But everyone else, there's only a couple Inas, and they're always fun to watch.
Yeah. As you said, Neku is very scary. As that's what I can say. He's able to play at a high level. The Ina is very scary. He can pilot the character very well, and definitely Logic with being a less frequent player on this new version of the game, the latest version of the game. It might give him some trouble. I think it's not completely blind. I think they have played before at least a bit. But who knows? Neku has the surprise factor, and it is really an upset contestant for this first round of the top 8.
Yeah.
Also, who else can we talk about here? So I'm looking at the bracket, and I personally wanted to talk about Potato Lover, which is someone who has recently joined the Discord and is being non-stop looking for matches. He's really good at fighting game fundamentals, or like understanding how they work, and it has been a godsend to me personally to understand better, because I'm a player myself. I am in this tournament. I think I'm a contender to making it into top 8, and I think my gameplay has improved thanks to this newcomer. So I find that kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I'm seeing Potato Lover on the bracket for the first time. I know them from a completely different like fighting game community of like a different smaller Hololive indie fighting game, and I didn't know they joined this server. That's really cool. I'm excited to see them play that.
Hopping over, trying to be the master of all the Hololive indie fighting games.
I have to be aware of my competition.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I think we're just waiting for like all the players to get ready before we can hop in.
Yeah, the formal start is a time in the world. I was gonna say 11 a.m. and I'm just like, you know what, Atkins? I think that applies to only you and nobody in the PC and none of the 72 people watching. But the formal start time is like 2 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CT, 4 a.m. JST, 4 p.m. UTC. You know the vibes. So we got a couple minutes to kill before we actually get to get things underway. But yeah, if you're tuning in, maybe this is the first World Versus tournament that you watch. You haven't catch the previous ones. This is Idol Showdown World Versus, developer-backed, huge tournament spanning across multiple days, this entire weekend pretty much, with the 4 grand brackets being delivered right on the Idol Showdown YouTube channel. Very cool. JP concluded, as we alluded to earlier. Again, congratulations to Bob with the Pepper play, able to get the victory over there. And then just yesterday, in the North America side of things, Kaiji, also known as Lucy, was able to get the first place finish with the Coco. North America being the biggest bracket. There's like 70 plus participants in there, very, very stacked. Yeah. And so impressive work for Lucy to be able to overcome that. And yeah, we have Europe now. South America is also going to be today, a little bit later. So it's going to be an exciting conclusion to a fantastic weekend of Idol Showdown action.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched some of those earlier tournaments, I really do recommend you go back and watch some of them. The last couple matches, most of the matches yesterday, really, for the USA or for the North America were like really fantastic. Like not even just the grand finals or the losers finals. Like it was a lot of really fantastic sets, and the same thing for JP. So if you're a fan of Idol Showdown, I really do recommend you go back and like watch some VODs or something, because there were some really fantastic matches. And I'm sure we're gonna get some other fantastic matches here in a couple minutes once we get started. But I'm really excited for today.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that I have the voice to do it. You know, I was very scared that I was going to wake up without a voice tomorrow. I was yelling at the top of my lungs in my apartment complex. Somehow didn't get a noise complaint. So there's two things to be thankful for. I can speak, and I don't have to worry about getting evicted. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I ended up staying up for the whole live North America tournament. So it had me interested and had me intrigued. I was at the edge of my seat actually. So
yeah, it was super.
It was very high.
It was something. But yeah, one thing I definitely want to emphasize. So I was talking about how North America was the biggest bracket, 70 plus attendees. These other brackets, I mean, JP, EU, South America, I think this is the case for all of them, is that like although they are obviously smaller than 70 plus, small but mighty brackets. Like the Europe side of things, we've already named multiple people in here that are super high level people that have been like grinding the game. And then South America, even more so, there's just like a huge amount of just like a tournament of this caliber with like this type of banner and this type of presentation is going to be attracting a lot of the game's like most dedicated players and competitors, right? So there's really no region to sleep on.
Any bracket. No, this bracket and every other bracket this weekend is just full of killers. Like, if you thought, oh, I'll go to the EU bracket because there will be no good players and I could just clean up, well, sorry to say, that's not really going to happen. It's just full of some really powerful players in every bracket. And powerful players means some good matches for us to watch. Lucky us.
Absolutely. Yeah, what excites me about this EU bracket is that like, so I definitely know about like the EU grinders, like the people that I see like in the EU like in the EU channel and the main court, or just active in the main court in general, and the people that like play in the tournaments and everything. But I would say over half the bracket I actually don't recognize, and that's going to be case in point for this match that we have coming up first. It is going to be Hatmo versus Android 21. Again, two names I'm not super familiar with. Hatmo is in the lobby. They have a KFP title, so maybe they're going to be maybe Kiara's our Oshi. They'll have a Kiara collab on deck, but I no idea who these players are going to be rocking.
Yeah, I don't know these players either. I mean, I know the perennial names in this bracket, but some of them are definitely not ones I've seen before, so I'm not really sure what we're going to get. Yeah, I mean, I can take a guess, but
yeah, I was surprised too. I think the announcement had a lot of reach about the developer-driven tournament. The EU bracket has, as you said, literally half of the entrants are new or weren't seen as the grinders before. So I'm also eager to watch these new players, or if they have been grinding in secret or in quick play or however. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's always fun to see new people join, especially a game like this where like you get so much of like personality coming through and how people play. So you can see people playing in ways that you've like never seen before, really. Oh, beautiful. We're about to get started.
I think that's it for me. I'm going to say goodbye, and let's hope I show up on stream. That means I advanced.
There it is. Best of luck to you, Edward.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.
All right, Brian, it's time for the Oshi Stamp Gamble. Who is your call for Hatmo, and then I'll try to call who Android 21 is going to play.
Oh, Hatmo, I'm going to go Coco.
Okay. Android 21, I'm going to say Ollie.
Okay, let's see it.
Wait,
You were right.
I was right.
GG's.
Yo, I'm 2 for 2 on this, actually. I got a call yesterday, too.
Also, show the game on stream. The game is not streamed. Oh, there it is. It's hiding.
Let's get down to business.
Oh, boy. I can't believe it.
I should have guessed with the KFP mark. It would be... That makes sense.
Yeah, I forgot the Pekora has this QR color.
Okay, but Pekora versus Ollie. This is not the most common matchup in the world.
Right, yeah, not at all. There are... the thing about Pekora, there's a couple of them, but they're all, like, extremely cracked in terms of, like, the reputation that character gives. And Ollie, I mean, one of the more technical characters in this game, high execution barrier, strong game plan, but just not the most popular character in the world.
Well, yeah, because she's so, like... All it takes is a couple mistakes, and you're really feeling the hurt. Pekora is one of those interesting characters where the way people play Pekora is so individual. Like, almost every Pekora plays so differently. So it's interesting to see how this will go.
Oh, yeah, looking for that jump in. Ended up cornering themselves. Android 21 able to respond with that throw. And Android 21, like, I'm digging the game plan. Essentially, like, it's not the super, like, not the most extended Ollie routes in the world, but we are finding a knockdown, you know, replace the ring on top, and we're getting some type of Oki situation.
Yeah.
Mostly centered on strike throw, not really any left rights, but a 50-50 is a 50-50.
Yeah. Generally trying to play it kind of safe, which is, like, a pretty good strategy against a character like Pekora. Oh, drops the combo. But the combo gets picked up. Oh, no. Okay. Things are happening in the corner. We're not sure what they are yet. Things are happening. Oh. We're back in the... Oh, okay. That was a true brawl. Just throwing hands back and forth.
For real. There's an extended series of slight miscalculations by Hatmo and was able to keep the pressure, but the question is at what cost? You know, they had to spend burst, they had to spend like 3 bars of Star Meter. That was a really expensive win.
Yeah. It's interesting how Android 21 is using the charge rifle to almost like put pressure on Pekora to approach.
Yeah, I actually really like that in theory, because Pekora is such a disengaging type of playstyle, right? He has the RPGs, he can create so much space, but Ollie utilizing that laser in order to make Hatmo move, I've never really seen it used that way.
Yeah. Oh, nice not anti-air. Anyways.
The opposite of an anti-air.
Yeah, the opposite of an anti-air. Okay, yeah. So that first match goes to Android 21, and we're moving on to match 2 here in a second. No, yeah, yep, okay. We were there on the screen for a minute. I wasn't sure if we were going to change characters or something.
Yeah, thinking about it, but locking right back in. Yeah, I think about this matchup, I feel like the 2 players are pretty evenly matched, honestly. Yeah. But Android 21 has the more stable playstyle win condition. Like we saw the way that Hatmo was able to win around, and Greta was like dominant. It was a little bit chaotic. The combos weren't all there, and
Idle Showdown moment.
Trouble. Yeah, I am seeing the idle moment. Let's see it. Is it Spectre side? I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, we lost 10 seconds of gameplay. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah. This is perfectly acceptable replay territory.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, I agree. Android 21 has a more stable sort of playstyle. They're just generally playing it very safe, which is good in this sort of situation. And it does mean that, like, in general, we can kind of guess what to expect from them going forward in terms of what they'll go for.
Mm-hmm.
Hatmo is playing a little bit more back and forth almost. I was about to say aggressive, but sometimes they're aggressive, sometimes they're not. It's not really like they're not sticking to one particular play style super hard. But I guess generally they're a little bit more laid back. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's that they're filling it out, right? There is this kind of inherent within Pekka's design is that you do end up kind of playing this in and out type of play style to where you want to go on the aggression when it makes sense to apply some strike throw, or if you are able to find any hit, it would be in your best interest to find some Oki so you could threaten the high-low situations.
Right.
But when there is a burst, let's say, or a throw tech, or just something that resets you back to neutral, if you have the life lead, there's nothing that is heavily encouraging Pekka to approach. Of course, she can try to do so with her 5M and her 5H super long reaching normals, but also she can play a meter build game and go for the RPG, just kind of spamming that out of control to not only create space and put projectiles on the screen, but build resources. So I think with Hatmo is that, like, since they have found the hits, but they haven't been able to stabilize the combos, the like knockdown situation hasn't always been there. So they're kind of like scrambling to figure it out on the fly.
Yeah, and this is a very interesting matchup because in a case like this where both characters have really strong meter building options, like eventually something's got to give. Someone has to approach, because otherwise they're just going to sit there building meter until they get to full meter on both sides. Which I guess in that case, it's the advantage is more on Pekka, because Ollie can't do too much with full meter from across the stage. Pekka can kind of pressure from that longer range.
Yeah, essentially, Ollie would have to invest into that teleport option, which does cost bar. Another thing, if I recall correctly, so I think Hatmo is using the Kiara collab. I actually can't remember which collab.
I don't think they've used the collab yet. Someone used ASCII, but I can't remember who. Okay, it was Android 21, I think.
Okay, which is significant because that is something that you can do on the disengage playstyle if Pekka's just trying to build resources. Having some type of collab that reaches full screen in order to deter that playstyle is, a counter, and Android 21 does have access to that counter should it get resources that way.
Yeah. But here we're in the mid game, sort of in the middle of the stage. But okay, it drops that combo. To be fair, I could never give Ollie players any sort of crap for dropping that combo.
Right?
Oh, nice. Okay, the high-low. And gets hit by the rig. Yeah, I suck at that. I suck at that Ollie combo.
I haven't, listen, I just know what I am. I haven't even attempted doing an Ollie B&B. I know it's not going to happen for me.
Interesting that they both disengaged first before doing anything else.
Back. Okay, out there, couldn't stabilize. Yeah, you have to be like really apt for like super chat cancels to kind of confirm the 100 hands in straight like that.
Yeah. Kind of just taking pot shots a little bit. Couple quick and easy combos from both sides. No one's taking a huge advantage yet.
Yeah, locked out of the meter. Not super significant for Pekka, as she doesn't have like a 1-bar reversal. She's 2 and 4 super. Yeah. But oh my god, she's gonna be turned into a marketable plushie. What a way to go. Android 21 takes the set 2-0.
No, don't turn me into a marketable plushie. No!
Thanks for watching.
Man, when you like defeat somebody in this game, it always does that slowdown, but I think the slowdown for Ollie is just so funny. It's so hilariously slow and like grim when she like turns into a plushie and then it just fades to black, stream offline. It's like, man,
some of those slowdowns are way funnier than they should be, because it's like the super at like 10% speed and you just have to sit there watching just the slowest possible super. Feels like almost BM in a way.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. That was really good though. It was very chill. Like, they were kind of scrapping it out, but it wasn't quite as like back and forth as you might usually see with a Pekka versus Ollie sort of matchup. It was kind of just bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that what this also says about the bracket is that EU came to play. Like, that's a round 1 match, right? Two players I have never seen play before, but they obviously have some like fighting game fundamentals and some knowledge of like Idol Showdown. The Ollie, Android 21 in particular, setting up Ringoki, going for the routes, has a general idea of how to play. So they'll be advancing on the winner side. They will be going up against Edward Yolag.
Ooh.
So that should be something. See if they're ready for Aki.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if anyone's ever ready for Aki personally, but I still get Aki jump scares.
Same. She is. Even if I don't play the character anymore, they're still just like in my subconscious, just Aki living rent free in my head.
My sleep paralysis demon.
Exactly.
Oh, we didn't get to guess who it was. It's fine. Korone versus Suisse. This is gonna be interesting.
Down to business.
All right, yeah, Potato Lover versus Jonah. Let's see who's on which side. Okay, so it's Jonah on Suisse and Potato Lover on Korone. All right.
I mean, that makes sense. Potato Lover for Korone is fair enough. But yeah, we've got two characters that can definitely get in your face if they want to.
All right, and the Miko collab pick for Jonah, a little bit of a more rare pick nowadays.
Yeah.
Miko, obviously, like creating that lava, that could be quite good for Suisse. She has instant overhead, she has lows, so it could be really tough to defend against if you're just locked and blocks all day. I'm interested to see how Jonah implements that, if at all.
Yeah. Honestly, two rarer characters. Korone isn't nearly as common as she used to be, at least in bracket, really. Suisse has always been kind of a beloved, but not super common character.
Right, yeah, I feel like in this next fest, a lot of Korone players have gone to greener pastures in terms of like character select.
A little bit.
And Suisse, there's the dedicated players like pretty much worldwide that makes it happen.
Yeah.
It's not like me, Skylight, Energy, so. Koshin. So.
Yeah, of course. And of course, the Mio killing, classic.
Alright.
Korone doing Korone things.
Yeah, the stagger pressure here from Potato Lover has just been extremely on point. Just taking advantage of the lack of reversals shown from Suisse. We're just pretty much carrying to the corner with nothing but just jabs, strikes, like throws, intermission. Like, how do we get out of here?
Really, really trying to like goad him into just doing something. But hey, Jonah is not biting. He is just holding back and waiting patiently for his turn.
Yeah, that turn has appeared a couple of times here, but the lack of confirms just won't allow for them to escape from this corner situation.
Trying to confirm it to grab, but just not making it happen just yet. But hey, commentary's curse, my bad, and Jonah is setting up here. Is he going to get something off of it? No. They both reset. Oh, now Potato Lover's in the corner.
Yeah, the good news about that initial setup that they did is although they didn't get the mix-up, they were at least able to get the side swap, so they were able to escape from the corner, but it's too little too late. Such a massive life that Potato Lover had for Jonah to try to overcome as Potato Lover takes that game.
Yeah. Potato Lover's got a little bit of momentum going forward now, so they don't have to be quite as aggressive since they've got the game lead. But hey, what do I know anyways? They're gonna be aggressive anyways, and Suisse is in the corner.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It's really on Jonah to find the proper opportunity to challenge. There are some IBs that you can try to do to influence the frame advantage, but also just like, I think at this point you have to like go for experimentation. It's just like figuring out what the block patterns are. Just throwing out a jab and seeing what happens. You have first to hit your register wrong, so.
That would have caught me for sure. That was a super ambiguous side. Okay. Oh, a nice catch there. Knew that not overhead is not super safe.
Right. Knockdown. Yeah, just kind of always going for the side swap, which I think is something that Jonah should be mindful of. Like, going for like that side swap is really good if you're in the corner in order to like switch the sides, but once you have your opponent cornered, on the contrary, you don't really want to, end up cornering yourself because you're just giving yourself not much space to work with.
It also kind of makes the opponent kind of get into figuring out what you're going for constantly. You lose the element of surprise a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello. The farthest sending grab tech of all time.
Real, but Potato Lover just keeping the pressure going. We saw like 3 jumps in a row. Jonah was not ready for the anti-air. That was a little bit of a new thing brought into the equation. Potato Lover's been playing a pretty grounded game, peppering some jumps in, just overwhelming. Gotta be lead to a say-so and a 2-0 for Potato Lover over Jonah.
Yeah, that last round was just super confident from Potato Lover. He just had that in the bag. Even when he wasn't staggering pressure on block, he was just staggering him just the whole way across the stage, really, all the way to the corner. Just never let up.
Absolutely, Potato Lover. No slouch, showing no mercy, and just like that, is going to be in a top 8 qualifying match. They will fight the winner of Exide and Natsuno. So, doing pretty solid for their World versus EU run thus far. We'll see if they're going to be able to crack that top 8.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited. I always loved seeing Korone. That was my character. Not quite as common anymore, but good to see Korone still doing Korone things, even though Korone doing Korone things might terrify many people who are having flashbacks right now. But hey, I get it. And now we've got... Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Got a great set coming up next. Got what? Facebaker versus Iduno. 2 players I've seen pretty consistently in the EU realm.
Nice. I'm glad that you pronounced their name because I was gonna say I don't know, but
I don't actually know how to pronounce the name. It could be I don't know or Iduno or I'm just taking a guess.
Do you know who Iduno plays?
I've seen them around, but I don't actually know what they play specifically. But looking at the Oshi mark they have in the lobby, I would take a guess. Oh, yep. Okay. Wow, this is a rare one.
Say hi to
The Sora mirror.
Yeah, I was expecting Suisse. I thought he played Suisse, but nope. We've got a Sora mirror on our hands.
It was a ruse. 2 Kino Sora here for winners round 2. Facebreaker versus I don't know. Of course, Facebreaker we were mentioning earlier. One of the, not one of the premier EU Sora coming through for this World versus bracket. Already showing why they are a force to be reckoned with. Has I don't know cornered and really no escape in sight.
I haven't seen this mirror since like the days of Primity taking like every opposite idol throwdown like a year ago. This is a rare sight.
Yeah, definitely. I think I don't know if I've seen the mirror period actually. Like there may have been some throwdowns where it has happened a couple times, but a rarity to say the least.
Yeah, at least definitely in Next Fest, where Sora kind of she got changed. She didn't get changed like so much, but she just got kind of toned down in a lot of ways. She wasn't quite as oppressive as she was before.
Yeah, we say that, and yet,
and yet,
an extremely oppressive game. Just not having room to breathe.
The bar is really, really low when we're comparing oppressiveness to old Sora.
Yes. And I mean, I was saying this yesterday too when we saw Sora pop up on stream with Google. It's just like this character, although different from her vanilla iteration where she was like extremely good, in this version of the game, she is still like extremely good. At the end of the day, if you have a character that's going to be able to set up self-contained 50-50s, the high-low game, the quarter carry that she has, the damage output that she does, like it's a stable win condition that's going to be good no matter what type of nerfs she receives, just because of her core hit.
Yeah, she's just got like a really solid like baseline, so it's hard for it not to be just generally pretty okay. Especially with all those long pokes she has.
Oh man,
oh, that just barely didn't catch. Speaking of rare sights, we've got Kanata.
Wait, was Facebreaker reflecting the waves and pushing Iduno back?
Things were happening there. I was hearing some very interesting sound effect interactions in my ears.
KO. Let's go again.
Yeah, I think you can reflect the waves. I think they technically count as a projectile. But, like, it's weird.
Hey, yeah, found the reflect on the note and the anti-air, able to cover two options at once. Facebreaker, so rare.
Yeah, I think we're really seeing Facebreaker's knowledge of the matchups shine through with all these sorts of interactions where, whoa, hello.
Why did that happen?
I have
That's
no
supposed to be an
answers
invulnerable
to.
reversal. I don't know why that happened.
I was about to talk about Note into, or HN into aerial anti-air, but no, we're gonna just move past what that was. Aski is an interesting choice for this mirror because Sora definitely does like having meter available to her. So blocking that is a really interesting choice.
Set up note. Oh, just the sheer presence. You can tell that Iduno was panicking. They're like, I don't want to guess high-low, get me out of here. And then the note detonation catch them trying to move, trade out the sky. Uh-oh.
Oh, it just beam swords him up.
See you next stream.
There it is. Facebreaker able to get it 2-0. And just honestly, I think what was really pivotal is the checks, right? They were not allowing for Iduno to throw any straight notes out there without getting checked by that huge Sora medium button just to kind of swipe away any projectiles in sight.
Yeah, he just generally had the game plan of the mirror down more so than Iduno did.
Yeah, I have messed with Sora a bit in the base version of the game, and I think I've played the mirror before, and one thing I've noticed is that Aki also had a similar thing going on in her base version, is that Sora is kind of really good at countering herself. So,
Yeah.
like, Sora, the thing that Sora really wants to do is, like, take advantage of that mid-range and capitalize on the opponent's fear in order to, like, throw projectiles to influence the screen and continue pressure and still turns. And the reason that what enables her to do that is that not many characters can contest her at that range. They don't really have the tools to do so. It has to be some resource, but she has the tools to contest herself. So
yeah, she has simultaneously some of the most projectiles and a reflector. So when you need to reflect the opponent's projectiles, Sora versus Sora. That's not even counting, like, all the crazy mid-range buttons. Yeah, yeah, you're right. The Aki mirror was the same way, where it was just like, especially early on, when Aki was just by far and away so crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like, Aki was kind of the only option to fight Aki.
Yeah, that was 100% true. And then, like, even in her, like, post 1.0 state, right after she received nerfs, she was still, like, I haven't played Aki in Next Fest at all, but I think one thing that's going to kind of change that mirror is, like, what made Aki so good against Aki is that she had a way to teleport behind you at any given time. So you have, like, characters like zoning based or may have some long recovery frames. If you're able to guess that the other Aki is going to do something, you can teleport behind them and punish. So now that she only has a teleport that goes backwards, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, definitely some matching ideologies in those matchups.
Yeah, I haven't seen an Aki mirror in Next Fest. I mean, there's not that many Aki players that it would be something you would be likely to see, but I can't imagine it's quite as oppressive of a mirror as it used to be, considering just her like combo damage is lessened now than it used to be. Where it used to be, like, part of the reason it was crazy is you could just teleport behind and then do, an infinite or 700 million damage and take your turn forever. But I don't know how an Aki mirror would be now. Would it just be like the most stereotypical, like, zoner gameplay?
I mean, Probably. It would remind me of like some other matchups that I've played, like the Hilda Mirror and everything. Of just like essentially whoever gets like lost in the sauce of the zoning first is significantly disadvantaged, but also neither side wants to commit first. So it's like it's
Yeah, you just sit there throwing like a crazy amount of projectiles. Mookie is going over time, trying to just be everywhere on screen at once.
competitive bullet hells is what's going on there.
Yeah, real Toho gameplay. The Toho fight. Wait, no, wrong game. The Toho fighting game's a different one.
True.
I haven't played that one.
I haven't.
I'm sure it's good. But it looks like we've got coming up. We've got winners quarter. Top 8 qualifier. Okay.
Yeah, the next slew of matches that we should be getting actually are top 8 qualifiers. So just kind of to give everybody an overview of what to expect. There is Edward Yolag versus the Facebreaker that we'll be having a little bit later. Exide versus Potato Lover. Neku Crow versus Kimo, and then the match that we should be having on stream now, based off who's in the lobby, is going to be Andalus versus Logic.
Our first time seeing Logic on stream, at least for this one. The fan favorite to win, I suppose, or fan not favorite to win. I don't know. Since everyone is a Logic assassin, I don't know how to word that, but most expected to win, largely considered one of the best EU players, versus we've got a challenger up, so we're going to be able to finally see what they've got.
Yes, absolutely. It just continues on from that narrative that we were mentioning earlier of like every region has this demon that has been, completely dominant in a lot of their respective regions brackets, and Logic is that demon for the European side of things. A lot of EU tournaments don't run on Start GG, so I don't have like Logic's full tournament history right in front of me. But EU scene, if you want to correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Logic is undefeated. Like I don't know if Logic has lost a tournament.
I can't actually recall one. Every time I've seen Logic in a tournament, like EU's channel name has changed to Failed Logic Assassins like immediately. Logic out here with the Ayame, which I believe is his staple character, at least for the last while.
Yeah, Ayame with the Mio collab is very signature Logic. One big staple of their gameplay is you don't want to make any mistakes or find yourself without any bursts, especially when Logic has resources, because the punish potential is high. They have such huge damage routes, especially if you're able to get that Mio kick embedded within the combo. It can get ugly real quick.
Yeah, especially next fest where Ayame lost some things in terms of the 2-2H, but gained some really high damage routes. And kept all of her corner power, which we are seeing on display.
Jeez, okay, so trade Andalus. Yeah, I haven't really been able to mention Andalus on that Coco. Fauna, surprisingly. Fauna is not a very common collab that you see utilized.
No. I mean, I understand from the standpoint of like trying to take space away from Ayame, who can definitely utilize that ground space super well, but I don't know. The way it's looking, you might need a collab that has more immediate gain for when he's in the corner. Oh, is that dead? I think that might be dead.
Probably. Even with Coco health, into the corner we go. No, not quite.
I think that was almost a drop, because when that heavy Rekka, when combos start with that heavy Rekka, it's so gross the amount of damage that can be done in those routes. And we're back at the character select screen. Maybe a swap from Andalus.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering if it'll be a character or a collab swap. Like
I feel like it's collab.
Yeah, because Coco could definitely do this, but like Fauna did not.
Yeah, Fauna was not. Oh, Corone. Okay, with Subaru. Remind me, did Subaru got right? So I had a moment where I forgot. Subaru, who at one point was by far and away probably the most popular collab in the game, got nerfed. So Subaru's less common now than she used to be, but probably still seen a bit.
Yeah, she was a 2-cost collab before, now she's 3. I think that was the right decision. But she's honestly really good. Like, in terms of this, if you want to call a collab that is going to just control the screen for you, just simply win the neutral and you can do whatever you want, it is the collab to pick. I think a lot of players nowadays value some type of like overall win condition where it'd be like super attack cancels or having the collab really amplify the overall game plan. Subaru doesn't really do that, but it is just a like objectively overall immediately valuable assist.
Right.
What a
Subaru,
sniper.
yeah. Good old Mio. Yeah, Subaru is the game's premier go my child, hold down the neutral sort of collab. Mio is a very different collab, so it's interesting to see that sort of play out. They're both kind of just shimmying about right now, waiting for their opportunity. Oh, and there goes the burst. Okay.
Hey, the
Run up grab.
Yeah, the space control here from Logic. You see, Andalus is just trying to figure out how to navigate in. Really focused on the ground game. I think that's actually a mistake.
Yeah.
Throwing in some chainsaws is really what you need to do in order to kind of throw off Logic's timing, because he's just so prominent in that ground space control. And just like that, Logic is going to be able to take it 2-0.
Yeah, Logic really, after he got that wife lead, was like so unbothered about trying to make anything happen. And so trying to just control the ground wasn't really doing any favors, because Logic didn't really need to go in. He had no reason to. There was no pressure being put on him to actually advance. So he could just sit back and punish what was much more needed for the opponent than for him.
Yeah, it was looking like it was a breeze for Logic, as they will be the first qualifier for the top 8 here at Idol Showdown World versus EU. But I think the matches being a breeze, that's where it pretty much ends from here on out here for Logic, because if the top 8 shapes out in the way that I think it will, Logic has a tough road ahead of them. And as I was alluding to earlier, this next match could be somebody that it can kind of steer things in a direction to the left for Logic, because this match will have Neku, and Neku is going to be going up against a competent player on the other end of the spectrum too. We have Kimo, who's going to be the matchup here.
Yep, Kimo's going to have to hop out of chat and join the game. They're a player we've seen for a long time Idol Showdown, not aficionado, but member of the community. Usually they played, I feel like they played Corone, but I might be getting it wrong.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, they're a Coroner.
Yeah, they're a Coroner. But we'll have to see. Okay. Yep, we've got Corone versus Ina. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing, which is kind of surprising, I think this is the first time we're seeing Ame as a collab in any of these games.
Please go easy on me.
Yeah, the Corone, Amelia. This is before Next Fest, like in the version of the game that was right before Next Fest. This is the exact character pairing I would tell new players to play and be like, "You don't worry, you'll cook." Like, this is literally Corone, Amelia. Run your fundamentals, you'll cook. Don't worry about it. And I'd be like, it's still good for that. What I will say though, I think this is tough for Corone. Like, Ina has such good space control. 5H is such a overbearing presence within the ground game control, right? And so Corone has to rely on like chainsaw and all these other things, but Ina's space control in the air is good as well. She has the 2H to 4H to really cover the sky opposite. So
it's tough because Ina has like just barely longer reach than Corone in a lot of like mid ranges. And Corona is used to just kind of controlling that space so hard that other characters can't really beat her there. Oh, drops the combos. Oh,
that was almost an impressive confirmation. I actually don't blame Neku for bursting there.
Yeah, no, that was a really great pickup.
Right, into the corner we go to H. Yeah, Nekuro is definitely a route monster. If there's any damage just to be extrapolated out of Ina, Nekuro is going to be going for the fancy stuff. You see that standing him into the charge up flash kick. That's not a simple thing to do. Nekuro's execution is
this stuff is gross. This is gross. That was disgusting. Also, that slow taco fireball in the corner is terrifying. Like, that's so gross.
Yeah, all of I love the way this character is designed as it relates to her idol skill with the Takodachis, because all three of the versions are very good, but very specialized, right?
Yeah.
She has like the light version, which is just that extremely slow fireball, obviously very good for just kind of controlling the space and allowing for Ina to move. She doesn't have a traditional run. You know, she has like a step dash, so having that fireball on screen gives us some safety. And yeah, the medium one can be a good snipe. It's physical property as well, so that could be useful. And then the heavy one being a snipe with some added hit stun properties, and also a good confirm off for 4H. So
yeah, some good beam. After some of the changes, Ina has some of my like favorite looking combos in the corner. I can't do any of them, but they're cool looking.
yeah, she's stylish. She's stylish.
Just while we're here, Ina, fun fact, Ina took me the longest out of any of the like combo videos I had to do for marketing, and it wasn't even close. The Ina combos took me infinitely longer than any other characters.
More than the Ollie combos? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, maybe more than the Ollie combos.
God, that was a safe jump. Wait, that was really sick.
That was great.
Auto time safe jump from Nekuro, able to make it happen. They're looking solid here. They're one game away.
They're really holding this down. The thing I'm most impressed about this Ina is that it really does not seem like they're particularly nervous, like, ever. Like, they're just kind of doing their thing. Which is really, really great for his owner.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my gosh, 5M in order to guarantee the air unblockable with the 3H. I was about to say, that's a crazy way to die, because that combo is definitely going to be fatal. Like,
yeah. The stare down. He was just... Corona was a little bit too far out to actually turn that into a conversion. Oh, and the throw. And I think that's 2-0. I think that's... Yeah. Okay, and our Ina representative valiantly moves on.
there it is. Ina finding her way in another top 8. In the NA side of things, found her way there as a counter pick, but this time we have a dedicated Ina main. In the winner side, courtesy of Nekuro, who'll be the second person to qualify for Idol Showdown versus EU finals.
Yep. GG for both players. That was a very good it was a very good, like, fundamentally solid match. Like, there wasn't, like, crazy stuff going on, but they were just playing the game very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as I alluded to earlier, I don't think that's an ideal matchup for Corona. Like, I think it's pretty difficult for Corona to kind of navigate around that. It just requires some immense knowledge of, like, Ina's game plan and pretty much a good macro grasp on how you're going to close the gap and put her under pressure. And even once you do so, Ina's not defenseless. Like, she has a reversal. She has a really far-reaching 2L that is good for mashing out of some certain sequences. So, yeah, Kimo, following the losers, not out of it, can still qualify for top 3 from the loser side, but we're going to be going over to another winner side qualifier. We have Exide, a potato lover.
We're just hopping right into... Whoa, and we were about to hop right into it. But actually, we've got a couple more seconds. Yeah, we've got Exide and Potato Lover, which is a match I'm really excited to see. We've got Corona versus Corona, which will give Idol Throwdown aficionados a bit of terrifying visions, but
just a tad.
Just a tad. But with some of the changes that Corona underwent in terms of, like, not being able to do quite as many, like, chainsaw craziness things as she used to be able to do. I'm actually not sure how this mirror will turn out exactly. Corone's, Corone's like pretty similar, but also like her ranges are different-ish than she used to be able to play in, or that she would used to be able to prefer being in, I guess. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I think what will be interesting is who is more chainsaw reliant in this matchup, right? We saw Potato Lover play earlier, and their whole idea was just solid tick pressure, ground game, very aggressive, not even really digging into like any type of UB zoning at all, just like running up and simply taking the turn. I feel like Exide is going to just naturally, in terms of just like their approach as a player, is going to have a little bit more counterplay for that. Of course, they're going to be knowledgeable of Corone strings and when to mash and when to take their turn back. So, with that ground game covered, who is going to take to the skies and try to go for a more airborne approach? I think it's going to be something to watch out for.
Yeah, we'll see. If anyone's going to be confident in the Corone mirror, it's going to be Exide. And Exide, of course, rocking the Risu colors, as you would expect. With the Lab Monster title. And he takes his first turn.
Oh my gosh, the IBs on the chainsaw. Even gets the punish on the landing too. That was impressive from Potato Lover.
Yeah. Now we've got the pretty classic... Oh, okay. Maybe was expecting some sort of, like... something. I'm not really sure what happened there. Okay, we've got the 2-2-S corner switch combos. Okay, drops. But he's in the corner, so Corone, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Burst out, and we're back in the corner. That was a good burst to make use of that.
Yeah, Potato Lover actually has the life lead. I spoke a little bit too soon.
He was definitely going for a burst bait there, but Potato Lover not biting at all, and just keeping that in his back pocket for later. Oh, and he lands the landing jump M into a whole bunch of damage with the side switch to 2S, trying to push him back into the corner.
Ooh, that could be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Exide, I was going to mention, not as sharp as I typically know them for. There's been a lot of drop combos, and that's had massive implications. We're talking losing out on corner positioning, minus frames into...
That was insane.
What? Yo, Potato Lover.
He's going for some crazy stuff right now.
Yeah,
Strike throw is just really formidable, but gets the super anyways, and we're switching sides.
Exide needed that, man. Pause the momentum a little bit. Potato Lover is definitely playing to win here, just throwing everything they have at the table. That's how you know it's real. I'm bursting on block. I am bursting on block. Get me out of here. Like,
yeah, he does not want to be there. To be fair, if I was in that situation with the Corone doing the empty jump on me, I'd probably do the same thing. Like, I don't want to find out what you've got in store for me. And what he's got in store for him is the corner, because we're back here. Once again, this right corner is seeing a whole lot of love this match. And we're seeing the nuts come out, really putting him in. Yeah, and the grab, that's it. The chip was crazy.
Yeah, that was a really important round for Exide. Not only because they won it, but they were able to... That looked like an Exide round, right? Their combo conversions were all there. They were able to call Risu, so mentally as a player, they have to feel a little bit more comfortable in order to just, like, you know, let their full game plan shine.
Yeah, really kind of got a little bit momentum back on their side and kind of getting into the zone a little bit more. Maybe shaking off some of those nerves. Really putting some pressure on just with some long-range mids. Looking a little bit like pre-next fest with all the coffee flying about.
Right? Just a bit. As I take some coffee myself. It's not spicy though. Alright. Potato Lover has found this corner positioning. Just stagger strings all day. Exide tried to go for the challenge. Block but no punish.
How is that safe? How did nobody get punished for any of that? Okay, and the DP comes out. Nuts are out.
That's the best situation to be in. I feel like Potato Lover got hit because they missed an IB timing. Just like look at all that shit happen, try to negate it, and Exide gonna be able to take that game one.
Yeah, for a second I thought that was game two. I got like so mixed up. think that first round was like so long that I just was like, oh, that's a game. Yeah, that's
Right.
That's game one to Exide.
Yep. And I can really get a sense of the type of player the Potato Lover is. Like, it's not going to be a very tech-heavy Corone, but this is going to be someone that's looking to find their offense and then just, like, overwhelm you to death, essentially. You look at the tick pressure, right? Just 5-0, 5-0, mixing up the timing. Like, that is what the core of your game plan is.
I mean, which if you're going to pick a play style of just kind of jabbing people to death, Corone is the character to pick, probably. Well, that or Fubuki, but... Exide's taking a bit out of his book and just really applying some of those timings. Oh, it gets out with the chainsaw.
What?
First, Risu. Okay. Risu is dead, I guess?
Oh my gosh, finds a reversal. That's not going to be enough to kill.
Wait, this is so scary for both sides. Oh my gosh, it's a 5M.
No
That
fear.
was such a weird ending of a round. Potato Lover's up around here.
Yeah, I feel like the more chaotic the match is getting, the better Potato Lover is doing. Like, they thrive in the chaos. They live by it. Oh, there's a chainsaw. Okay, I like seeing that come out from Potato Lover. Exide under the pressure, gonna be super and out.
I've seen more of this air super in this set than I have like in the last 3 tournaments I've watched. Oh, nice taking his turn there. Fair burst.
For the burst. Okay, yeah, I'm actually surprised that they did that. I don't think that combo's gonna be the most amount of damage, but they just really want to maintain this positioning. Exide is kind of near the corner, so.
Yeah.
EXUV? It's gotta be, right? No? Oh man, yeah, that's my idea. If Exide's gonna back up and throw UV, throw an EXUV to convert the space and really try to amplify that corner pressure.
Yep. In case some of y'all haven't watched Idol Showdown in a while, Risu nuts are kind of crazy. They didn't used to be, but now they're pretty crazy. Beware. Beware.
Just the way they did that again. Chainsaw and the super undefeated strategy.
Yeah, this is... Also, I didn't say anything, but everyone say hi to the truck. We finally saw a truck shout out. We're in the corner again. Potato Lover's just laying it on. First to try to get a little bit of space. Stops the chainsaw.
They're nuts.
You mad lad? That was not necessary.
Yeah, they're going a little crazy. They're going a little wild here. Potato Lover.
Let's chill a little bit. Let's chill a little bit.
Maybe not. This is the Potato Lover way. We just don't see the vision, but they see the W.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the vision, but clearly they're 5 steps ahead of me. They're playing 5G chess. I'm over here playing checkers. Oh, and the chainsaw, and that's gonna kill with the Mio chip. So it's 1-1.
This is a close one. And it's such a different ideology and approach to play, right? Exide, this labbed out, fully sequenced Corone Risu style of just trying to find these hits, convert them as much damage as possible, get the proper setups, you know, very studied individual. And Potato Lover on the other end, they just want to squabble up, all right? They're just they're looking to scrap, bro. Just like anything goes. There are no rules in Idol Showdown. I'm here to throw down. You know?
They're ready to fight. Potato Lover did not hear any bell. But neither did Exide, because here we are in the corner already, and it's been like 3 seconds. Taking a whole bunch of life. Yeah, Exide hasn't really gotten a chance to do too much with Risu as they usually would like to do. Potato Lover just has been kind of smothering them from being able to really apply Risu, I say, as Risu decides to do 6 million damage, okay?
What a confirmation with the Risu activation on the anti-air, yo!
Was nuts. Literally and pun not intended, but I'll take it. Oh, nice. Called out the jab. Both kind of taking their sweet time here.
Yeah.
The Potato Lover getting him in the corner, so that's more on his side.
Yeah, Potato Lover has a ton of resources, but just been that EXUV. That was something I mentioned earlier, you know, just control that space a little bit, misjudged on how much blocking that shit we get, though, so Exide able to poke out.
That dash in 5M was so good. He's gonna get a really great combo off of that. And some really good corner carry. And the grab, and we're fully in the corner.
Reso available as well, just not where you want to be.
Yeah,
Guard
this
cancel
is,
maybe?
This is rough. This is rough.
Ah, no.
He saw that coming. He knew it was coming. He was like, not again, not again. Great call out from Exide, and that's going to be Exide going up 2-1 in a really great match. Just throwing hands from both sides the whole time.
100%.
That was
great stabilization from Exide, honestly. Like, Potato Lover was bringing the chaos and had no sign of stopping. Like, that was just going to be the pace that they were playing at. So it was up to Exide to not only learn how to navigate around that from a pressure standpoint, but a neutral standpoint as well. And they did so magnificently. That was a really good set on both ends.
Yeah, they both played that really well. In very completely different ways, but very well either way. Like, both were very smothering in a completely, like, opposite manner. That was really interesting to see, like, interact with each other. Yeah, not a whole lot of chainsaws from kind of either of them, which was kind of fun. There was not a whole lot of that. Or really, in terms of, like, neutral control, there wasn't too much that was, like, UBs and, you know, it was kind of getting up at each other's faces a little bit. Either that or just like staying like full like COVID 30 million feet apart.
Either full scrap or social distancing.
Yeah, that's real. That's real though. They either wanted to fight or they wanted nobody to see or perceive them. I get it. I really do.
I love it. There's an interesting premise that's being set by this bracket, by the way. So I'm just looking at some of the advancements we have. Also, Exide just went into winner side, top 8, joining the likes of Neku and Logic. In the loser side, Kimo got the win over Android 21, and Andalus got the win over Jonah. I believe that means there are 3 Corones in top 8 currently. And, you know, if Potato Lover is able to get their win in loser side over Hatmo, that'll be 4 Corones in top 8. So.
Yeah, we're taking it back to we're taking Idol Showdown back to its roots. Corone only.
Right? But yeah, we have a winner side top 8 qualifier going on right here, right now. Edward Yolak versus Faceburger. Something I really want to mention about this matchup in particular. So I played against Edward Yolak at TNS9. They came to the stage for that offline bracket, and they had to fight Primity, who was the premier North American store player. They beat Primity, and they said they were able to do it by running a bunch of sets with Facebreaker, right? So Facebreaker, you know, kind of on that level. I would imagine if you were able to prepare Edward Yolak to take out the likes of Primity, you got to be pretty competent in this matchup, and that's a game. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit biased here. I think Sora versus Aki might be one of my favorite like matchups to see played. It's just so interesting. There's always some weird thing going on. Either there's like a zoning or like someone's applying pressure somewhere. It just feels like there's always some sort of building pressure, which is like super cool to watch.
I feel that. Yeah, in my experience playing it, I'm sure it's like completely different next best, but the reason why I like to play is like I could never tell who wins the matchup. Like there would be like so many instances where it felt like Aki just bodies Sora, and there would be so many instances where Sora just bodies Aki. Like,
yeah, it really is like it goes either way. You never really know because both of them can apply such like intense pressure that someone will just body someone else if they're like feeling good and they have the advantage. And same vice versa.
Right now, though, it's looking Aki favorite as Edward Yolak was able to get quite a quick game 1 there in their favor. Oh, that's a huge part of this matchup. So Aki slide goes extremely far and can go under notes. So that's a big challenge that you have to some sort of pressure if you have to read.
Aki slide is one of those moves that, like, if you don't play the game, you don't realize it. But it has defined, like, almost Idol Showdown in general by itself, somewhat. Just that slide, that 3H, is such a crazy move.
Let's go again.
Yes, absolutely. I like Edward, you know, just decide to go for the super. There may have been a opportunity to win without spinning the bar, but just keeping it simple is the way to go.
Wanted to make absolutely sure that they were going to take that round. I respect it. Facebreaker's being a little bit patient here. Not really doing too much.
What a... that combo? But it ended up dropping on the third hit.
They blocked, yeah.
Oh my god, it's a push block.
The first time I've ever seen the Fada assist in that way.
Alright, Edward like closing in. Pretty much anything can do it. Just gets hit by one of those good boy, bad boy projectiles. And Edward Yolag takes it 2-0 over the Facebreaker. Gonna be moving in to top 8 winner side to go up against Exide.
Yep, really good match from both of them, and we got the double GG, some good sportsmanship. Love to see it. Great match. Hopefully we'll see some more of both of these players a little bit, but we're just gonna have to see how the bracket shakes out. Next, I think that's everything for the winner's side of top 8, or not top 8, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Of qualifying for top 8. Thank you. So I assume next we're either... Oh no, losers round 3 is getting taken care of. So next, it looks like we've got Potato Lover versus Hatmo in the loser side on stream.
Yes. This is what I'm coining the matchup of the agendas. Because if I recall correctly, I think Hatmo was the Suisei player, like the first Suisei player that we had on stream versus Android 21's Ollie.
Yeah.
And Suisei has been, I feel like within Idol Showdown World versus specifically, Suisei's been a character that's been turning a few heads, especially within the North America bracket. So there's a lot of eyes on that character at the moment. Hatmo can push the Suisei agenda. Or, as I mentioned, in this bracket, currently qualified, I think there are 3 Corones in top 8. We could get a 4th if Potato Lover is able to make it happen. So the Corona agenda, it wouldn't be started, it would just be returning. Like,
yeah, no, we've got... Let's see, because we've got Exide and Kimo, and Andalus isn't a Corone.
They're you got stick to the script, Brian. It's Corone / Coco. All right, I think they're a
you're
local
right.
name, but I saw Corone, so
So therefore, I'm right. Yeah. But they played Coco in this tournament, but we'll see what they pick. So technically, they're Corone. So yeah, 4 Corones, maybe, potentially, possibly. But I'm not gonna count Hatmo out just yet. We've got all.
Hatmo played Pekora, not Suisei. I'm wrong. It was Pekora. I remember now because the KFP Oshimark they use Pekora color.
Oh, you're right. So you did that whole thing about the Suisei agenda, and then we're wrong anyways.
Oopsies.
I don't think anyone needs to do a Pekora agenda considering Bob exists, but... Oh, wait!
Wait, what? Wait, no, am I losing my mind? Wait, no, Hatmo was definitely didn't they play Pekora with the... What? There's no way. I haven't had enough coffee, bro. There's no way. I could have sworn Hatmo played Pekora with the Kiara colors, with the KFP Oshimark. What is happening?
Who gave you the gift of prophecy?
I can't believe it.
Who gave you the gift of prophecy, bro?
Anyways, moving forward, Potato Lover versus Hatmo. We're in there.
Someone's gonna have to clip me literally dying on stream. But anyways, we've got Corone versus Suisei, not Pekora. I'm gonna get a noise complaint from my neighbors, just like how Suisei is going to get a bonk on the head from Corone in this corner.
It's the Potato Lover way. Just constant pressure. It's up to the defender to figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah, no, this was who played Pekora. They're just playing Suisei right now. They heard you, and decided to make what you wanted a reality.
Crazy.
Potato Lover is just keeping him in this corner, like, so long.
Alright. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the Potato Lover way. Honestly, like, Hatmo switching to the Suisei, it may be good to go... back to the Pecorino to have like some type of reversals, but even then, like Pecorino still has like a 2-bar reversal. This is just like a check on if you know how to escape fundamental idle showdown pressure, and that can be a very dreadful check to have in a tournament format like this.
The bone zone may not be quite as strong as it used to be, but it's still definitely a knowledge check for everybody. How you get out of that place.
I want to say something. I hope that like my voice isn't influencing Hatmo, but Hatmo, you should just switch to Corona, just mirror.
True.
Okay, no,
Okay,
we can't get too crazy. We can't get too crazy. I wanted to see.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we're not. You're not prophesizing this too. Okay, we've got Picora versus Corona. A very interesting matchup for both characters.
See, Hatmo going a little bit more aggressive. Just like, listen, I see what you're doing. I feel that. What if you had to hold that though? What if I applied the pressure? How's that, huh?
Yeah. Just trying to keep in the air above Corona a little bit. It's a good thing we don't have the version of Picora where she could drop TNT and trade.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was cursed.
Yeah, that was some cursed stuff. Oh, I think, yeah, he's really applying this pressure to Picora. I don't know if Picora has a way. The answer is no.
Ultimately, it just comes down to either IBing or figuring out when potato lovers are going to try to go for jab, dash, jab, right? And in that dash sequence, that's when you mash and take your turn back. But that can be threatening, you know? It doesn't always have to be gapless. It could go into spicy coffee. It could be like a double jab, and if you get smoked, you're taking a lot of damage.
Hatmo's on, like, tournament round right now, so we better hope they can figure something out, or we've got the Corones overtaking top 8 real quick. Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
that Pecora is super. Although it's invul, the hitbox leaves a lot to be desired. It's very easy for opponents to fall out, as we saw there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if there's ever any question about what potato lover's favorite type of potato is, it's definitely mashed potatoes. Mashed buttons going crazy here as they're going to be able to get the 2-0 victory over Hatmo, qualify for the top 8 in World versus EU.
Yeah, bro destroyed that Picora. Just really took him to town. Great play from them, but they just could not get something started. They just couldn't get out of the corner at all against that Corona. And so the Corona agenda wins, and we move on to top 8. Where we will see how the players playing against the Corona Storm try to fight against the wave.
Right? It's gonna be something kind of like just like old times in terms of just like, oh, a Corona mirror into another Corona mirror. Potentially, it depends on how everything shapes out. We'll take a look at it briefly here. Actually, Retro, do we have the top 8 graphic ready to go, or should we keep yapping? You tell me.
You can try, bro. We're just here.
Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good.
We're yapping. Only difference between scuffed Showdown never changes. Let's go.
Yes, to give y'all an overview of what to expect in the Idol Showdown World versus Europe top 8. In winner's side, we'll have Logic, all right, the Ayabe, the menace of the bracket, versus Neku Crow, Ina, that we saw. Exide, one of the Mount. I should say Mount Rushmore. That's an American landmark. But one of the 4 godly Corones of EU going to be going up against Edward Yolag, the Edward Yolag, world famous Aki representation there. And then loser side, we have Andalus, Coco / Corona for the narrative. I'm going to say Corona only, but I do miss
for the
to not mention that they are probably a Coco main. Going up against Kimo, who is an actual Coco main, a Corona main, excuse me. And then Potato Lover, mashed potatoes, coming in hot here up against Facebreaker with the Sora.
Yeah, really taking it to town for the Corones. They're just trying to win this for the Corona agenda, I guess. Only difference between... Yep. We're ready. Whenever you're ready.
There it
Retro.
is. Let's do it. We have
Tell
top
my
8
family I
action.
love them. Okay, here we go. Top 8. Oh. Right. Peace out. Be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna go get food.
Enjoy these trailers from Hollow Indie representatives.
See y'all.
And welcome back. Hope you enjoyed all of those trailers for all the great Hollow Indie developers. There's a wide variety of different games with all amazing, polished, developed by beautiful members of the HoloLive community. But we are back with the Idol Showdown, the fighting game side of things here for the World Versus Tournament. This is the Europe side of things, as we're going to be crowning the Europe World Versus Champion shortly for our top 8. I am back, and so is Brian. How's it going?
Howdy, howdy. Glad to be back. We've got the top 8 Corona agenda. I'm excited to see how this all plays out.
Right, yeah, no, we had made a comment yesterday of how, like, varied the top 8 was for North America. And, I mean, there is some spice within the EU bracket, as we do have Ina representation, Aki representation, Ayame, and Sora. Some of the rarer characters, and then like 4 potential Corones, one of them a Corone / Coco entering the ring here. So this will be fun. First match coming up here will be Necro versus Logic, which is, I feel like the result of this set is going to set the tone for the entirety of the top 8, honestly. Like...
Yeah,
it's a really impactful one.
Yeah, 2 really strong players. One kind of underdog, not because they're bad, but because the other person is Logic. And I'm really excited to see how this plays out, especially in an Ina versus Ayame sort of matchup.
Right. Yeah, it's really impactful no matter which way you slice it. Of like, okay, so if Logic wins, then that means that Logic's going to be in winner's final. Logic is on a massive streak when it comes to winning EU tournaments, and everybody wants to take them down. But when they're on the winner's final side of things, that could spell the beginning of the end. But then also Necro goes to losers. There's a lot of Corones in losers, and I don't think that matchup is great for Corone. So there's just going to be like a bloodbath of like Ida kind of going into a bunch of favorable matchups down there, Sora included in that. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, if Necro is able to get the win, sending Logic to losers early, Logic has been like unstoppable. So that's just, either way, if you're in the losers bracket, you have to be terrified at the result of this match. There's no good ending.
There is no ending which leads to something great here.
Alright, Logic though. Applying pressure first and foremost. Yeah, throw loops into the corner.
Necro is trying to break out of the corner here, but Logic's not really willing to have it for free.
Alright. Necro trying to tap that space.
Switch places, maybe.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, a lot of what's interesting about Necro, a lot of like 5M into 3H, which is not what I would expect. I would expect that Necro would be wanting to look for huge 5Hs and just maintaining that space that's right out of Ayame's reach. We see a little bit more of that right there. Logic already ready for the potential whip punch as well. Oh, baits out the reversal. Logic's ready for it. Alright, Necro still kind of feeling things out.
Round start between Ayame and Ina is a really interesting one because they both have an option to control that early space. So I'm never really sure who's going to back down and who's going to go for it.
Yeah, there's definitely a list of characters that Ina can just kind of hit 5M and the other the opponent doesn't really have much options around it. I think Ayame is on that list, but don't quote me.
That makes sense. There isn't a whole lot Ayame can really do. I mean, she's got a pretty good 5M too, but definitely not at the same range as Ina's.
Right. Yeah, a little bit timed on that throw attempt there from Logic. That's going to give Necro the opportunity to swing the tides here. I'm surprised they did not go for a side swap route. I mean, this is fancy. This is a lot of damage, but I would have prioritized corner personally. Yeah, back into the mid-screen neutral game we go. Necro has a ton of resources, by the way. That Muna is available for any type of sniping potential. Gotta be spending it to get some plus frames off of the EX Takadachi confirm. The drop! Oh my god! Trade! Wake up reversal yet again here from Logic, but the wake up reversal from Necro in response.
That was an end to a set of all time, truly, and now we're back here in the middle.
Nekuro
pushing him.
refuses to do an easy Ina combo. Like, even at
No.
the end there, they could have just simply done a 4M. They're like, no, I want my 3H, flash kick extension. Like, that's just who they are.
I have to end my round with confidence that if the round continued, I would be still doing the combo. I can respect it.
Look at this. That was a drop combo for 50%. Like,
Yeah, it was an absurd amount of damage. Oh my god, that's the game. Game 1 goes to Nekuro.
Yeah, Nekuro. In Game 2 and Game 3, they've really tightened up the mid-range space control, right? They're playing... I felt like in Game 1, they were oddly playing around, like, the effective range of, like, 5L and 3H, which was a bit awkward. But, like, in Game 2 and Game 3, they've really come to the role of, like, yeah, 5M, 5H, 2M, that's the vibe, cope. And, like, that is the ideology you have to have as this character. So long as you're going up against a character that, like, doesn't have good test options, just be a complete, like, immovable wall of just tentacle normals and just mid-range control, like.
He's just really putting down like this massive unscalable wall in front of Logic, but I mean it's Logic, so if there's anyone who can break it down, it's gonna be him, showing once again why there's an entire clan of assassins after him.
Yeah, trying to break free. And man, the drop on the side of Logic. Well, the reason why Logic hit was enabled in the first place was another drop on the side of Nekuro, not able to find those 30 touchdowns. This kind of has happened. Okay, early good advantage of Logic. Nekuro forced to burst.
Kind of just feeling each other out here for a little bit. Not doing a whole lot just yet.
First game.
I'm just poking.
Ooh, that was a massive whip punish. Didn't go for anything.
Yeah.
There's the 3M bonk on the head. Side swap. Logic down, able to find the anti-air attempt. This is getting dicey. Oh, that should be it.
Yeah,
that's gonna
it.
do it. There's
No
so
way.
much done.
Thanks for watching.
Logic in losers.
Victory.
Listen, I'm not gonna say that I cursed it, but I might have cursed it. From the beginning, when I saw the bracket, when I saw the projections, I was just like, dude, of all the top 4 seeds, I think this is a tough matchup here for Logic on a character basis and also familiarity basis. Ina is extremely strong and Nekuro is extremely competent, and I just don't know if the matchup knowledge is completely there. Nekuro is able to play that magnificently. We'll be moving on to the winners finals, and Logic is sent to losers early in top 8.
Yep, watch out losers side. That has to be some of the worst news you've heard all day if you're on losers side. That Logic's just gonna hop in for a little bit. Just come hang out. But we might see Logic again later, but we've got some other games for us to get through. I think next we've got Exide and Ed probably next, I would assume. But either way, like, the train is not going to stop. We just had a crazy upset, and we're about to go into whatever match we go to next is going to be great either way.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, that was a match that's going to have the biggest impact on the bracket, because it's like I could see collective people in chat, like Facebreaker immediately types, "Oh my god, if I win my next match, I have to fight Logic." Like
they're like, no, why do I have to fight Logic already? I thought I wouldn't have to do. Like, I didn't think I would get this far.
Yeah, or essentially, I didn't think that Logic would be here, like on my path. Like, it's just.
I thought I would face him later.
That is the narrative being told here within Idol Showdown World Versus. So many targets on so many backs, and only one of the people with the target on the backs is being able to escape scot-free. All right, that was Bob in Japan. Logic, the pressure's on them to see if they're going to be able to overcome because the heat is on. But the narrative that will progress a little bit later, we do have Exide and Edward Yolak, two EU staples, going to be fighting it out here. Should be a Aki versus Corone match.
Yeah. Which is... I don't even know how to feel about this matchup, to be honest. Like, Aki versus Corone.
I feel like with the changes made to Corone in terms of like her stabilization as a character and Aki leaning more into her Zona territories, I can see this actually being pretty tough for Corone, right? It fully depends on the Aki player's playstyle. Like if you have that Elan mindset of I'm going to value space control over Oki, then it's going to be very tough for Corone, right? But if you're willing to scrap a little bit, I know that Edward can sometimes be scrappy. I don't know. They're kind of wishy-washy. It's very player dependent when they decide to get a little bit more up close, more aggressive. But if it is playing at a closer distance, I think that's where Corone can show more options.
Yeah, it looks like Edward is just straight up scrapping right now, but we'll have to see if they do kind of a combination of their two styles, or if they mix it up. Because you're right, like, if you go full on lawn and just hang back, then I can't imagine Corone has a great time at that range. But Corone is having a great time at this one.
Yeah, this was a pretty Edward Yolak-centric match, with the exception of the side swap. Spent the super, and okay, we'll be able to survive with the burst at least.
Nice guard break.
Yeah, goes up the ground. Bokum.
Ekum Bokum. Good boy, bad boy. Okay, we're seeing a little bit more passivity from Ed for this route.
Dude, is that 3M into... I'm such a tourist, bro. Is that 3M into Mookie, like, stable now? If so, that's actually huge for Aki.
That was an interaction and a half right there. Okay, gets the falling jump M into the combo. This is gonna put Corone in a bit of a rough spot HP wise.
Oh my gosh, I saw that in the World Versus trailer. They in the World Versus trailer Aki setup.
Whoa!
Oh wait, no, the next best trailer. That was the next best trailer.
Yeah.
Corner, defensive fauna call. Look at the chip. Get off me.
Yeah, that EX Fireball has some weird pathing. It's so funny.
Ooh. Down.
Oh, this is close. This is so close.
Bro, look at the time.
No!
Not the good boy. Yeah, the
it just went
trajectory of
straight
that.
over.
Yeah, you gotta be so careful. Edward Yolak, though, a ton of resources. Look at the star meter, almost full on that. Gotta be able to find a throw to open things up.
Yeah, he's just holding on.
Sheesh! How do we get out of here? Hockey has you pinned down up against the wall. The counter from Exide.
What are you doing there?
Overhead, finds the throw. Here comes Exide. Ooh. Okay. There's just a ton of collabs used at like the same time there. I actually had trouble keeping track, honestly.
Yeah, there was a whole lot on screen. There were many things going on. And it all ends with Ed back in the corner and a game down.
See you next stream.
Yep. I think that was the reason for the collab scramble, right? Was that Exide was obviously prioritizing keeping Edward pinned down. And Edward had been sitting on a ton of resources for that entire time. But it seems like Edward is only tending to spend those resources defensively, right? We did see a kill confirmed with the super earlier, but in terms of like neutral game and applications, they're looking for reversals, fauna calls, and things that are going to help them get out of dodge. So Exide kind of matching the spending to make sure they can maintain the positioning is a smart idea.
Sure, yeah, they're trying to just keep a little bit of a stockpile in case something goes wrong, which is fair, especially with a character like Aki.
Yes.
And I gotta say, I'm actually surprised to see Edward Yolak not rocking the Iroha collab. That used to be the tried and true. I know they love Iroha, but it could have some good implications in this matchup, right? You can call her in ways to like maybe jump with Aki and then call Iroha to catch the inside off guard. It's another anti-air that you have to throw off on chainsaw times and things like that. So
yeah.
Oh, guaranteed they're unblockable. What's the race for the confirm?
Yeah. I feel like they were trying to go Fauna maybe to like stop some Risu things from happening because they know the specific, you know, they know Exide is going to be running Risu, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Closes that round out with up back dive kick, a option that 80% of the time should spell disaster, but this is one of those 20% instances.
Yeah. Most of the time, it is a move that Aki has.
Right, especially in the corner where you have nowhere to run. Like,
yeah. This is gonna be a big chunk of damage.
No way! Oh no! It's all falling
No!
apart. Burst and 2 meters gone down the drain here for Edward. What happened?
Yo, how did the burst get destroyed like that? That was terrible.
I mean, X-Fide's gonna catch us in for all the burst, right? You have Edward kind of dwindling on resources. But Edward,
speaking of eating burst,
insane. Okay, IPS trigger, here's the Fauna.
Yep. The Fauna combo. Fauna combos.
Fire. Okay, the burst is approaching here for X-Five, but Edward Yolak, if they make the combo, could have super to make it unburstable.
Oh my god. Oh, and gets it. 1-1. That was a scramble to get that last couple hits in, but wow. Really just making it happen last case.
Yeah, Edward was trying as hard as they could in order to stabilize that, because they saw the kill confirmed. They're just like, yeah, if I could just build enough hits in order to get that 2 bars, I can super before X-Lide can get burst and guarantee this round, but it just dropped, but be able to clean it back up. X-Lide in round 3, firing on all cylinders. Yeah, instant challenge. X-Lide is just cranking up the momentum.
Yeah, and X-Lide's, yeah, he's not gonna let that go without a fight. Oh my god, is this just dead? This is just straight up dead.
Could be with the Risu available. If anyone's gonna have the routing, it would be X-Lide. Can't get the pickup, but still working on a say-so. Edward Yolak is not in an ideal position.
Okay, kind of picked it up. He's still got a whole mountain to climb here.
Exactly, yeah, even with this hit, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Does have some collab options available, trying to chip out. Edward Yolak spending resources on the star meter. They aren't going to be able to carry that.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way.
What?
No
They really
way.
want to make this happen.
Oh my god.
No, gets challenged.
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
That was insane.
Dude, Chainsaw in this version of the game, very, very hard option to instant block, and Edward Yolak somehow making it happen when they needed it, but couldn't make it equate into a game.
That was my Evo moment 37.
Right? Here it is, the reversal here from X.
And we're back in the middle.
Oh, it's not a safe jump.
The double
Not safe.
reverse super.
Honestly, that was an impressive call from Edward. Aki Super not known for its horizontal reach. That was kind of questionable if it was going to hit or not.
Using Fauna almost like a wall. Okay. Chainsaw. Oh, a nice call out on the DP.
Excited inching in.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in the corner.
No, what?
Oh, that might do it. No, not enough.
Wait.
Edward Yolak.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got a burst. Oh, no way, no way. Are you okay? The burst? Wait, there's no fighting. Guard cancel. You can't block anything. It has to be an instant block. Somehow Edward is still in this, but no, it's over.
See you next stream.
Dude, Edward just like refused to die. I literally need that clipped. Like, I've never seen instant block pop up that many times for an action
That was
ever.
crazy.
Like, what the hell, dude?
Wait, does Mookie count as a projectile?
I don't think so.
I was like, why did the chainsaw go through Mookie there for the EX punches? I could only
I think it was just. Oh, okay. So I can actually explain that. It's a hitbox thing. So like Mookie only has like an active hitbox of like where his fists are. It's two distinct points of the screen. So it just wasn't active at that.
It just wasn't
range
where it
Corona
needed
was.
to be. That's crazy. That's so unlucky.
Yeah.
Dude, what a set. That was crazy.
Yeah, Exide won this set, but Edward Yolag definitely won the audience. Not one, but two insane instant block sequences. And just to like kind of explain to the audience, in case there are people that are watching out of Showdown and aren't super familiar with the mechanics, right? Chip damage is in this game. Chip kills are in this game, but you can negate chip by doing like an instant block. Think of like a Guilty Gear or a Blaze Blue. And when you're on those Magic Pixel circumstances, you're put into a situation where you need to instant block everything that's thrown at you in order to not die. And Chainsaw of Corona, notoriously an insanely hard move to instant block. I mean, I feel like the way that Corona's Chainsaw is kind of made within this version of the game is that it's not supposed to be something that you try to instant block, and Edward did it twice.
It's generally not meant to be that way, but like here we are. Modern day, modern time.
Incredible.
Okay, give me like 10 seconds.
Yeah, give it some time to kind of collect ourselves as we proceed on within this top 8. Edward Yolag and Losercide joining Logic. We got to figure out who their opponents are. So Edward Yolag will be fighting the winner of this next match between Andalus and Kimo. This could go one of two ways. It could either be Coco versus Corona or Corona versus Corona.
Sorry, someone was knocking on the door, but I'm back. We're back. Let's do this.
Yeah, you're good. It was the Uber Eats, wasn't it?
You know, maybe. Maybe.
What did you get?
I've had a tough week. I wanted McDonald's. It's bad.
I respect it.
It's bad, but you know what? Sometimes you just want bad.
No, you're getting in the spirit, all right? You're a potato lover yourself. You just prefer French fries.
You're right.
Go to
right.
Matches. I like it.
I'm getting French fries for the potato lover. I'm just getting in the mood for the match.
All right, Andalus. No surprises. It was not Coco or Corona. It's actually Ollie who they locked in for this match against Kimo.
For a second I thought it was a button test. I was like, what is going on here?
Okay.
Yeah. Always just staying right in her face, as Ollie would.
Right. Okay, Andalus trying a knockdown. Oh my gosh, Kimo no fear. What? Did she low profile underneath the super?
That was okay.
That really is the soul 2D of this game. That was personally, I'd be upset. I'd be upset.
Yeah, I would be mad. I'd be posting that in bug discussion for sure.
God, yeah, that's how Chainsaw is supposed to work. It's just supposed to happen, and you're just supposed to like be subject to the chip. And was finding that out the hard way.
You're supposed to just kind of shrug your shoulders and say, "Well, okay, if I must."
Thanks for watching.
This bracket is bringing out all the funny super interactions. We've seen Corona low profile Ollie super. We saw Sora interrupt Sora's super. Like the invul in question, I'm telling you, it's just like
Yeah, plenty of weird interactions here. Never really sure what's going on.
To the character select we go here for Andalus, as they're going to go back to the drawing board, pull out one of their characters. Could be that Coco or Corona, something completely different. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Coco.
Okay.
Got Coco Fauna. which is an interesting choice. Not really sure how it's going to play out, but I guess let's see what he's got in mind. Both kind of stepping back a moment. Don't trust either to not, you know, try to take that middle space.
Kimo, Andalus pops that burst early, but not the ideal position. You see Kimo just gonna opt for the UB game. I like the Andalus trying to go for the Coco Dance in order to get through the projectiles. Just cancel a little bit too early.
Yep. Got plenty of fire damage, but that's going away because Kurone's taking her turn. And that is... Oh, hello. Muna. Oh. This is my favorite slow-mo, is Muna.
Let's go again.
Right?
It's so slow. Like you're there forever waiting for Muna to hit you.
Man, yeah, there's two big factors that's been able to get Kimo this match. Is one, pushing their opponent to the corner with ease, like, it's just a given that we're going to be playing within the corner. But two, once they're knocked down, I feel like Andalus really needs to figure out when to construct Oki to play around Kurone DP, right? Because Kimo's gotten so much mileage off of that option. Andalus either needs to bait it or, like, go for immediate outside of the effective range of it, because it doesn't have great horizontal reach.
Yeah, Kimo's been making really good use of Chainsaw in this matchup that we haven't really seen in the rest of the tournament. Really been applying pressure both for combos and just for space.
Oh no, yeah, drop confirmation. Muna for a lockdown. Really easy to do it here for Kimo. There's the burst. This is it. There's the last 10.
They're both taking plenty of space. I mean, which is fair, because Kimo doesn't... well, I was about to say Kimo doesn't really need to afford to pressure. But now, yep, here we go.
Wait, did they... I think they called Muna after throwing the Yubi to throw off Andalus's instant block timing. That was... I actually really like that. That was really messed up.
Yeah, that's actually insane, because it slowed down the projectile. That's actually messed up.
I've never thought about doing that before. Huh.
That's an insane choice. How do you think of that?
I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that. In a scenario where people need to instant block in order to live, that's a really, like, messed up tactic to do. Because it's unreactable.
Yeah.
Muna just, like, spawned, and she instantly affects, like, the gravitational pull, so...
There's no appearance. She just, like, is there. Yeah, that's crazy. Kimo didn't think about it either.
I mean, that was the play. Like,
it was a play. I'm not gonna lie, that was a play. So like, just smile and say you came up with it. Just be like, yep, thought of it all along.
So we're gonna be going over to our last round 1 top 8 match in the loser side. It will be Potato Lover versus the Facebreaker. Hey Chad, I hope you like Kurone, because we got more Kurone coming right up, but a different flavor for sure in terms of Potato Lover. We are well aware of the unstoppable force that is Potato Lover, but we'll see if they're going to be able to navigate the ground game, because usually Potato Lover just kind of walks up and does what they want. I don't know if Sora's going to allow for that to happen easily, especially Facebreaker.
Yeah, Sora's not just gonna let Kurone kind of do their thing on the ground. Yep, that's about right. Sora's immediately applying that pressure that we expected. And we're in the corner. Hello. Oh, nice escape with the sweep. Finally seeing that chainsaw.
Pressure here from Potato Lover to the corner. We're in the potato zone.
Yep. Corner to corner. Oh, nice.
Throw in Lupin.
And a nice empty hop grab. Oh.
Okay. Yolak moment? No, not quite.
No Yolak moment. Not today.
Welcome back.
Yep. I mean, Sora can just kind of do that 6M and round start. Kind of uncontested.
Yeah, Facebreaker just trying to stop that mid-range control, you know, get the notes out there. Finally found one of those lower hitting notes in order to follow up behind it. Force Potato Lover burst. Ooh, nice stabilization with confirmed thanks to that EX note. I like that.
Yeah, really nice use of that EX Fireball. Just floating along and taking that whole space for it. Corone being locked out of her meter is not Corone's favorite thing.
Yeah,
This is going to be a long one.
They called Oski early, so it actually doesn't have much of an impact. You see that debuff already worn off. It's better to call Oski towards the end of your combo.
Yeah. I think they were doing it expecting a long block string and were trying to like neutralize DP or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, went for the super in order to lock out the burst option. Might have been a tad expensive. Like, Facebreaker had a massive life lead, so you may have not had to spend that, but better team. Sorry, I respect it.
He's got enough bar anyways, he can make it happen.
Okay.
And we're chilling in the corner.
Yeah.
As we do.
I feel like Potato Lover has been opting to block high a lot of these sequences. I saw the instant overhead there from Facebreaker, and that's what Potato Lover hedging against Cesaro.
This stop sign here is my good friend. We've spent many evenings together, holding back.
In the corner as H-Hand and Notes and Sabers just fly in your face all day.
Yep. TNT.
Bro, he can't. They can't keep getting away with this dog.
He
I've seen that
cannot
work
keep
like
doing
3
this.
times. I hate
Dog,
it.
he has done this super so many times.
If you block Chainsaw from Potato Lover on the ground, if they have 2 bars available, just let them have the turn. Like,
Victory.
Just hold back, promise.
crazy.
It'll be worth it, I promise. What?
Say
Oh,
hi to
hello.
the viewers.
That was a weird sound effect.
Swoop.
Live.
Oh, nice. Taking his turn at round start.
Yeah, I think Facebreaker understands the assignment as it relates to this matchup, right? You need to keep Potato Lover in jail, right? Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not hit buttons. Just like anything that you're able to get them cornered, and then just establish a sort of cycle of like buttons in the no, buttons in the H hand, and just keep Potato Lover locked down. That's what's necessary in order to get the dub.
Yeah, you kind of got to treat it like you're distracting him as much as possible. You just got to not stop talking, and nobody explodes.
I like that. Okay. Do it, Facebreaker.
the BM mine explosion in Game Over always makes me laugh.
Right. And I mean, I do understand a little bit more of the Oski set the Facebreaker is doing there, right? They call H-Hand and then call Oski right as they run up, so you can't reversal out of the sequence. So
Right.
that's interesting utilization. I've seen this now.
That's cool. And guess.
Double note. I'm still plus.
Nice.
Ooh!
Oh,
Nice!
I can't believe that ended up comboing. That's insane. No!
Mashed potatoes, hold up.
Here we go.
Ooh! Yo, so far splash.
We're gonna be here a little bit. Oh, is that
Chainsaw
dead?
makes contact!
Dead.
We're able to confirm off of it as well.
One more time.
Facebreaker giving him a little bit of space.
Ah, yeah, there's a challenge.
Setting up. Ooh, nice.
It's an overhead. Oh, but if I called it, that means Potato Lover more than called it. Like,
Yeah. They're doing a little projectile war dance here. Oh, and out comes Mio. This could be dangerous.
Alright, not the full route, but it's still reward with quarter position, a massive life lead.
Yeah, he's taking so much.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, look at the chip. Bro took like
Yeah,
a B&B's worth of chip damage.
Yeah, that was the increased chip damage. Oh no, Oski guess misses.
The collision box.
This is
Not
so
bad.
bad. Yeah,
For real.
1-1.
See you next stream.
Alright, Potato Lover still says they got one more in them. That was a nice return to form. We saw Potato Lover able to get that Potato Lover style of offense going with the tick pressure, with the 5 Ls, and just overwhelming their opponent, which was not a factor in game 1 at all. Facebreaker has not been able to keep Potato Lover contained.
Yeah, Facebreaker has just not really been able to keep him locked down in the same way he's been able to in the past. Instead, it's been Facebreaker who's been locked down.
Ooh, I think somehow a guaranteed air unblockable sequence. Somehow. I gotta get out of here. How do you,
Let me out!
like, man, spicy coffee?
No.
Back, man.
That was terrible. Sora will get some damage off of that, but not that much, yeah. Ooh, nice.
Beautiful whip punish on the chainsaw.
Oh,
Baits
and
the
the burst
burst.
bait. That's
Yo,
huge.
Don't drop this. No, that you needed to kill there. Don't let
Bro,
the kill over
you-
free, like
was-
run free.
That was what you needed.
Blocks into the overhead. Yeah, he's starting to believe. He never stopped believing, actually. That's why you needed to kill off the burst bait. Here he comes. Yo, like moment?
Yo,
I don't
he's
think
using
so.
all of the meter. Okay.
KO. Let's go again. Live.
One round away from moving on to the loser side. Facebreaker needs to clean it up.
This Facebreaker's loser's round.
Yo, whip punish?
Yeah, he needs to make something happen, otherwise it's kudos. Oh, he got some super awesome. Not gonna get much off of it, but a nice little bit of damage, to be sure. Ooh. Air Chainsaw Classic.
First
Oh,
time
we're
was
back.
everything here.
No!
No, I was just about to call it. Yeah, you need to be very careful about the way that he's been the burst. Potato Lover had an eye for it. Did not get the punish, but now Facebreaker is down to her, pretty much their last stand.
Yeah,
might
Nia's
do it.
coming out. That's rough. This
Big drop.
is so scary for Facebreaker. He's really just got to play this literally perfectly for the next couple bits.
Reversal. Nothing. Oh, your chainsaw right out of range. Can't find the whip punch, though. Facebreaker trying to make it happen.
No
There's
way.
the counter hit, the burst. I got an IV. They missed it. They couldn't
He
IV.
was trying to IV it, it just didn't happen.
Victory.
And oh man, and just like that, Potato Lover is going to take it 2-1 over the Facebreaker, advancing into loser side. The Corona army going strong here at the moment. We have 3 Coronas in top 6 in the year
Corona
2025.
just cannot be stopped right now. Corona's just going to keep going and going and going. About to get a Corona Grand Finals. At this rate.
It could happen in theory.
In
I will
theory.
say Potato Lover definitely has the person in the bracket that I don't think anybody envies having to face within this position. They will have to fight Logic in the losers quarterfinals, which is insane sentence to say, but it is facts.
Do your best. A little bit.
Right?
Give it your best. You got Logic up next, which is not particularly the easiest opponent to go up against next.
Not at all, but we'll have that match a little bit later. We're going to be jumping over to the other side of losers quarterfinals. So Edward Yolag, sent to losers by Exide, was not able to overcome the Corona matchup, and so because of that, they'll have to fight the Corona matchup. They're going to be going up against Kimo, so a second chance at it. Obviously, a different style of Corona. Kimo isn't a Risu user. Used Muna in the previous match, but
Yeah, it was Muna, I think.
yeah. So
Very different playstyle for sure. Then, I mean, all of the Coronas play a little bit differently, so you can never really say, okay, well, I beat this Corona, so I'm gonna beat the other Corona in this bracket just fine. Because yeah, maybe. but maybe not. Not really sure with this one.
They did the OK step at the exact same time.
That simultaneous OK was crazy. That was fire.
Alright, so it looks like Kimo is actually opting for the Risu pick.
Let's get down to business. Live.
Here we go. Game one.
Okay.
No fear. Just walk up, Ikamboku.
He is not playing any games right now. Now there's Ed. He's trying to take him all the way to the corner. He says, no, we're not going to this left side. I prefer the right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, a wise half response as we get just about 30%. Definitely a more favorable corner positioning. And opts to back off and play the zoning game. I think this is smart. This is what you should do, Coroni. Make her earn her way in.
Yeah. Got some decent chip off of it there and a bit of good chip hits. But Kimo's making his way in.
Oh man, I love that.
Oh, I have to use that first.
Yeah, Kimo feeling like a hero. That is a very heroic burst of unseeably hard proportions. Gotta push on the Yola though.
Yeah, catches him trying to pull out Risu.
Welcome back.
You ain't slick. This time Kimo said, I'm not even gonna try to play these games. Like, I'm just gonna get in and stay in. And we're gonna see if you can keep that going. Oh, that's half health. Jeez.
Yeah, like Edward calling out that universal overhead can use that as a primary pressure option. Aki 2L definitely built for kind of counterplaying that university draw off the cast with that little pop-up anti-air. Fauna confirmation with the universal overhead here from Yolag. Take pressure. The classic, my favorite set play Oki in Idol Showdown. Throw into Mookie. Love to see it.
Mookie into Mookie into Mookie.
Ooh.
Oh, it didn't even need Fauna.
Occupied them. One of the best anti-air normals in the game. Just reaches so far up there, comes to the exact range right above her head of what she needs at any given moment. And yeah, gonna be exactly what Edward needs in this moment. 1-0 up over Kimo. Okay. Misjudged that throw timing. Oh, side swap combo. I like this from Yolag.
Yes.
You need to watch this space. He's been unfortunately getting quite a few whips on some of these throws in universal overhead attempts. And big thing is that they haven't been going unchallenged. Edward's been able to find a punish each and every time. Risu activation first. Chainsaw him straight over to 3M. Yeah, Kimo's been threading the needle on that magnificently. And able to close it out, applying that pressure in amazing fashion. Edward Yolag not finding many opportunities to breathe. We know that Edward isn't afraid to spin some of the options defensively as he's doing to the collab and their super. Just holding on to it for now. Another one of those clutch IBs on the chainsaw is going to allow for Edward to push over to the corner. IPS triggered. Another drop. Able to bait out one of those signature Kimo reversal attempts first. Can't with punish on the dive kick. Point here for Edward Yolag. Kimo trying to tie this up if at all possible. Oh, I think that was a missed input. They wanted to do 6M into 2-2L. Did not get the button input afterwards. Oh! You know what? Goes off an IB, add an extra hit on the end of that thing. Risu truck to throw out the timing. Edward baits out the super. 5M starter may not go for the side swap here. Just gonna be stabilizing for as much damage as possible. Kimo builds the burst. I would imagine they're gonna hold onto it. No, they spend it. So reset back to Neku and go. Kimo needs to be careful about making any mistakes here. Oh, this spaced on the universal overhead though.
Thanks for watching.
Kimo will be able to tie it up 1-1.
Victory. Welcome to the show.
Here it is.
Oh my god, wait. No, I'm fine. I've been talking for like the last while. I just forgot to turn back on my mic. I'm so sorry.
You're good, you're good. I just want to make sure. I'm just like, yo, we're bright at it.
No, I've been talking for a while. My mic didn't turn back on.
All good.
It was a commentator moment. We're good though. I was saying this really could be anyone's game. Like it's really either way. Neither person is like winning so strongly that like the other person looks bad.
Dive kick counter hit? Oh my god. With the burst, not only stay alive, but maintain his positioning.
Yeah.
Edward responds with the burst.
What? That was weird. I have no idea what just happened.
Mookie got trucked! Mookie actually got trucked out of there.
Mookie's dead.
Let's go again.
I didn't even know that interaction could happen. Like, what?
I've never seen that before. That was so strange. It looked so weird. Okay, Ed is just gonna take him all the way over to the right side, sure. Gonna get some nice OP, hopefully. Oh, it just gets into the combo off of it. That's gonna be some good damage.
And he had to drop, okay, but it ends up getting the counter hit. Kimo forced the burst. This is Kimo's last stand. Fauna, here's the challenge.
That's a classic reverse DP. Is that it?
See you next stream.
Yeah.
Do it. Yep, Edward Yolag 2-1 over Kimo. Going to be progressing on to the loser's top 6 side. Congratulations. Hard fought. Kimo almost able to make it happen, but Edward Yolag prevails. Going to be putting a slight pause to the Corona agenda, but they are not completely out. The Corona flag still being waved high here by Exide and Potato Lover.
The Corona agenda marches ever onward. There's still plenty of Coronas left, so we'll see them again soon, I'm sure.
Indeed. We will have to go over to our next losers match. It will be Logic and Potato Lover. Before going over to that, I do actually want to mention what's going on here with Idol Showdown World Versus. So we mentioned up top of the stream, you know, there's a weekend long of tournament action going on here for 4 different regions: EU, South America, Japan, and NA. This is the Europe tournament. And what's significant about this is developer-backed tournament, so shout out to Best of Game team for putting this on. And there is a wide variety of prizes available for, I mean, essentially anybody who decided to participate. Right. So first and foremost, top 8 will be eligible for a lot of these prizes here. But also, if you played within the bracket, meaning you signed up and you actually played your matches in DQ, you could be eligible for any of the huge slew of prizes in the slideshow. There is kind of like that display of what you could potentially win. Just a few shout outs here. Neku Punch Dojin for creating the wall scrolls and acrylic stands. Those are within the prize rotation. We also have Pogo Tato for creating the custom hitbox that's going to be awarded to some of the placers and potentially a raffle winner as well. And of course, Hollow Indie for funding the prizing, the hitbox in particular. We greatly appreciate the support for all the different communities and individuals that allow for this to make this happen. Idol Showdown World Versus has been a banger and a success thus far, as EU is coming to a close here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it's been banger on banger tournaments in terms of matches, but also like it's just been really cool, as always, to see how the Idol Showdown community kind of comes out for like almost any tournament that gets put out to kind of support it. That's always great to see. Speaking of things that are great to see, we've got our next match, which will be Potato Lover versus Logic. I'm sure seeing Logic in the bracket was not great to see for Potato Lover, but alas, here we are.
I don't know. I feel like the energy that Potato Lover gives off just through their game plan, they don't care who's in front of them, right? It's just a matter of who's in front of them can stop them. But that's not going to deter their approach. Like,
that's true. Doesn't really matter who's up against them. They're just going to do what they do.
Yeah, Logic with something to prove here. Trying to work their way back up into the grand finals for a rematch against Neku. A long way to go.
Okay, nice DP. That stagger pressure Logic is famous for. Oh, nice. Got him with a Rekka. That's dead.
Yeah, you see Potato Lover trying to interrupt with the spicy coffee normal, which is not a big enough gap in order to get it done.
Just rushes in, no fear. Really putting on that stagger pressure. That's terrifying.
Yes. Oh, but huge jump in here from Potato Lover, forcing the burst out of Logic. Back into this corner.
Huge!
Guys.
That 2H catch of the anti-air was insane.
Yes.
Oh, the run-up grab. Okay. He's just he's waiting to see what Potato Lover's gonna do. He's just really waiting. Potato Lover not really biting,
Yeah.
but getting bit for sure.
I feel like Potato Lover needs to invest in some projectiles, right? Logic
Yeah.
is playing this like in and out game. They're really comfy in the flow. You can't let them get too cozy within the ground game. Give them something to chew on. Like let them think about the UVs. Of course, EX Oni flip is an option, but you got to see if Logic's gonna be ready for it in the first place.
Right. Right now, Potato Lover isn't. Oh, yeah. Eventually, gets away with scot-free, but he's not. Potato Lover isn't really
See you next time.
pressuring Logic very much and forcing him to do anything. He's kind of just letting him sit there, which in some cases is fine, but
Let's
Logic's
get
getting a
this
little
party
bit too
started.
comfy to actually make you put him in a bad position.
Yes.
Live.
Potato Lover comfortable within the pressure and not completely comfortable within the neutral game here, showing off as Logic is seamlessly kind of navigating through it. Another one of these signature run-up throws.
Yep, okay. And the overhead? Oh, nice. He gets a nice little bit of damage.
Oh wow! Actually,
Oh.
pump brakes on the pressure. Try to keep it burst safe as much as possible. Logic will not bite. They don't care.
Oh, he was really trying to bait that burst, and Logic just was not feeling it. Runs up for the 2M. And that's gonna be a lot of damage.
Definitely. Of course, Potato Lover doesn't have that burst available, so Logic can pretty much do what they want. I hope that Potato Lover keeps in mind Logic's tendency to hold on to the burst. Like, it happens.
You can't
Logic
keep
respected.
doing that. You can't keep doing that, brother.
KO.
Based off the success rate, I actually don't blame them for trying it again. It was 100% success rate until just 20 seconds ago.
That's true. They almost always got away with it. Until something fails, you might as well just keep doing it over and over again.
Okay.
Kind of trading a couple blows here and there.
Yeah, I feel like Logic is just not gonna burst period. Potato Lover needs to very much so internalize that. You can find the hit, just confirm for something.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
just
shimmy
waiting.
game.
The
Yeah.
shimmy. Using that ghost to get it, and the grab. Is he gonna? Oh, he saw that coming from a mile away. Oh, and the Mio. This is so dead.
Logic moment.
Had to use that burst, otherwise he was 200% dead. And Mio. Mio, when you're at low health, is as close to a checkmate scenario as you can possibly get in this game.
Yep, and that will be game, set, and match here for Logic. 2-0 over Potato Lover with just phenomenal control. Like, I felt like
Yeah.
in terms of just like the way that these two players approach the game, it's going to take some type of real big mental shift for Potato Lover to be able to contend in the ground game with Logic. And they were kind of getting more comfortable as the matchup went along, but it was just such a tall mountain to climb to match the caliber of a player like Logic in the heat of the moment. So regardless, though, phenomenal run of Potato Lover. Going to be finishing 5th here at Idol Showdown World versus EU.
Yeah, really fantastic job for someone who has really not competed in like a ton of Idol Showdown tournaments in the past, as far as I'm aware. But unfortunately just cannot stop the unstoppable force that is Logic on his loser's path, who I'm sure is feeling some type of way. It is just going straight for blood. but we'll have to see how that plays out later. For now, I think we're going back up to winners for a little bit to see the conclusion of winners finals, which will be Neku Crow versus Exide, which is a very interesting match, I think. It's going to be more Korone versus Ina, which, as we discussed earlier, is not the easiest matchup for Korone. But if anyone has tried to figure out Ina versus Korone, it's going to be Exide.
Yeah, and so I mean, Exide is definitely an avid online tournament participant. So this isn't going to be their first time going up against Neku Crow. Like they've been able to fight Neku Crow before. Now I haven't been extremely in tune with recent EU tournaments, so I know they've played before. I don't know what the record is. So
right, I don't know what their record is either. But what I do know is they're taking this very patient at the start. No one's committing too heavily just yet. Oh, he uses the burst already.
I can't believe the IB from Ina allowed for her to punish Chainsaw from that far away with 2L. That Ina 2L was so massive.
It's pretty crazy.
Again.
I love how far away Korone had to get to avoid that 5M.
Okay.
Oh, and the grab. That was huge.
Yeah.
Caught him jumping there. Oh, yep. That's that step dash. That's that step dash coming into play.
Instant overhead Risu truck for the jump scare damage. Just spacing right outside the range of the Ina 5H. More instant blocks.
No
Are you
way.
kidding me?
Dead.
You really make this happen? Yo, X-Slide!
That is insane, bro. What are you doing?
Brother!
Let's go again. Live.
Bro is coming out of the gate, tearing up.
Right out here. Okay, drop on the confirm, but you have Ina cornered. See Exide try to catch it for all that's worth. All the lockdown. The rare idle showdown throw escape.
Was really trying to get to that burst there, but Necro just wasn't feeling it. Oh, he's got Risu nuts to lock him down.
Not like this.
X-Slide, guys?
See you next
Itayo.
Video game.
He's kinda good.
victory.
He's pretty alright.
Welcome to the show.
That was big. That was big. The spacing, the instant blocks, just the overall mindset. I can see the gears turning into X-Slide's head. I just like had doubt if the execution was going to be able to work out, but they are just on another level right now.
Oh, trying to make it back. Okay, nice grab.
Be all day.
He's just trying to keep him out, it looks like, but not really applying much pressure and actually.
What's been a big deal, I love the way that X-Slide is utilizing that Korone 3H, right? They're using it to not only stuff the approach of Necro, but Necro has been trying to approach behind fireballs for a layer of safety, and because of the low profiling hurt box, just getting right underneath that fireball, making it dissipate on hit, and allowing for a confirm is a huge wrench in that game plan.
Yeah, he's just not really letting Necro play his game. Meanwhile, he's getting all the resources to play his own.
Chip sequence here.
Oh, that was huge. Oh my god, that was so close.
Dude, he's on another level. Okay, some lockdown here from Nekuro, but the time is not on their side as they get interrupted. X-Slide finding the way in the Ina matchup.
X-Slide is fully in the zone right now.
Oh my! Dawson moment, just 2H smack on the disjoint.
That was so awesome. That's a lot. That's so much damage. Oh my god. Good use of burst. Yep.
Okay, but Necro finds a subsequent hit, that's huge, right? Because X-Slide mostly wanted that burst in order to maintain corner positioning, but yeah, the drops from Necro were not completely out of the woods yet.
They're pretty even in terms of like overall health, but now X-Slide's gonna get some damage in. No! This is the combo.
Burst
Oh my god,
bait!
burst bait!
Not
That's
like
it.
this.
But it's winners finals, so
Thanks for
We're-
watching.
it's best of 5 for winners finals, right?
Indeed, yeah. So
Victory.
will be a
6-6.
first to 3 situation. Exide, man, the chainsaw out of nowhere too. That has not been a very chainsaw centric match, but the moment that they used it, it was the opportune time. Neku Pro not ready for it. Exide on the verge of moving into grand finals winner side. Not on my bingo card, but if anybody deserves it, it's this player right here. What is with
really-
EU and the instant blocks, bro?
Yeah, they just got this down locked for no reason. Do they have like a secret underground IB facility where you just have to go to get your EU card? You have to go and practice instant blocks for hours every day.
Yes, bro. It's all of them. They're so ready.
They're so fearless with it too. Like they don't even hesitate. They're just like, I know what I must do.
Right?
Have a nice trip.
Hey. Exide back up. No,
Oh my
wait,
God.
that worked again.
Eno moment, truly. This is crazy.
And the thing about that 2H is that, like, yeah, it is a good counterplay on the spacing and timing to try to get through her, like,
Oh my god,
combos,
the
but-
nuts.
Full control. IB yet again. X-Line on the brink of death, but that means nothing. HP values are just a number, but there it is. Yeah, the tracking super. We haven't seen much of that, but that is the optic. Ina has it all the
Yeah.
time. You have to be careful.
Chat's talking about instant block civilization. Ain't no way.
5 of anti-air super chat stabilization, but can't get the JM follow-up. Nekuro with another drop. This has been a drop-heavy set. I do feel like
Yeah.
X-Line's wins have come courtesy of not really a big factor of Nekuro's drops, but it does play a factor where Nekuro can't build any momentum.
It's definitely not helping Necro out, to be sure.
Yeah.
And Exide is just going to take it and run and make some serious damage off of this.
Risu is ready, gets the side
Hello,
swap.
side swap.
For now.
That was almost
job.
a... That was... Well, no, it wasn't a say-so, but, like, it was pretty commanding.
Ooh, hit confirmed. Yeah, Nekuro has to instantly burst.
Ooh, nice. Oh, caught him.
Into this corner. IVs all day. Jump over the Takodachi. Oh my god, the spacing is immaculate!
He was just outside of the range of that 3H sweep and just connected off of it. Oh, and here comes the DP. Getting him off of him. Necro... Oh my god, again!
Huge punish into the corner we go. Gonna be able to build the resources for another Risu activation. We're going for as much damage as possible here. Taking it to the bank. Nekuro with the burst is their last chance. Try to get the snipe. Risu is ready. There's
Oh my
no
God.
escape.
Guard
Guard
cancel.
cancel.
Successfully weathers Risu, but he's still got a lot more of a mountain to climb in this round, let alone in the game.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
burst.
that's a good burst timing. Yeah, this is a
Okay.
locked-in animation, so...
Last
30
round
seconds
of
on the
game
clock.
either way.
Oh my god, there's an isekai truck ready. I feel like X-Lad is planning something devious. Be careful what you pressure with.
He is definitely planning some crazy stuff.
Whiff. Don't try to punish. Yeah, I whiff in the isekai truck.
Oh my god, is he just gonna time him out?
There's 10 seconds on the clock.
He's just gonna
Everything's
time
in
him.
X-Lide's favor. There's the throw. Yubi.
Yubi!
Wait, what is X-Lide? No!
No!
What? It's not enough. What X-Lide can confirm when it mattered the most.
Why did you do that?
Pressure got to them. Listen, timeouts in Idol Showdown is not a very common occurrence. In the clutch, X-Lite could not make the game-winning decisions. It could have been anything. It could have been Risu truck, could have been chainsaw, could have been anything to drain the time, and did not make the decision when it mattered the most. Nekuro is gonna be hitting it 1-2.
Washige, what are you doing for? Okay, we've got some more games then.
Oh boy. X-Lite has looked like money for 98% of the set. It was the 2% in that previous interaction that showed
That
a
was
little
just-
bit
yeah.
of a like faltering
That was
in
something.
the approach.
Yeah. Yeah, bro choked. He got too nervous at the end. I get it.
Have a nice trip.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay. Ina's gonna get her damage. A nice burst. Because that would have been some pretty decent damage.
Ooh, the defensive reach truck call, but no dice. Just reset back
Yeah.
to neutral.
Kind of just keeping him out. Are we about to see an... We better not see another timeout. Okay. Well, we're not going to, because that's...
Necro's gonna try to kill her.
He's going to. He's got bar. If he goes for... Oh, does he have enough bar for super? No. That's
Sugar
guess
Knight,
for
yes.
game, for sure.
10 seconds on the clock. Exide.
Yeah, he needs
try
to
to make
make
this
something
happen?
happen.
Oh, 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
just
can't
gets
do
straight
anything.
stuffed. Necro's making this comeback happen.
Let's go again.
Yeah, Necro being very mindful about the buttons that they press. They recognize some of the counterplays that Exide's been implementing. You know, the 3H underneath the slow fireball, the 2H's try to counterplay on the 5H slams to neutral. So Necro being a little bit more elusive with what they throw out there.
Hands up.
They're both being a little bit patient this game.
The challenge on the dash. Necro ready for
Yeah.
it.
Have a nice trip.
Necro is just going crazy right now.
The launch with the pickup, and just
Oh my
like
God.
that, it just
We're
feels like
2-2.
it feels like a mere 5 minutes ago we were moments away from announcing Exide moving into grand finals winner's side, but a twist of fate has put us in this position in a moment's notice. Necro, it seems like this is how they've been playing the matchup all along. It looks like that they've had full control. That's not the narrative of this set. Exide can't reclaim that momentum they had in the first 2 games. It's a final game.
Yeah, he was so close. He was literally a pixel away. When you're in that situation, it's so hard to gain some momentum back when you lose it. When you were so close, and it just doesn't happen. Oh, nice.
Got him sweep, spacing
Exide is winning a lot of these little interactions, but he just needs to win the big ones.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big one right here. The first
Yeah,
real
this is a
Necro.
this is definitely pretty. Oh, nice, stuffs it with the 2L.
Dude, I think Necro got hit with the Kraken Atkins. He tried to go for EX flash kick and did not have enough down charge and got EX projectile instead.
Oh,
That happens
yeah.
to me so much.
That would make sense. Oh, to say so. X-Lide's starting to show some signs of life again. Necro is on tournament round. X-Lite just needs to close out this round, and he's got a game on his hands.
Oh, tries to go for a 3H anti-air. I respect it, but does not quite work out. Yeah, Ina's 2H is extremely vertical, not a horizontal reach, so trying to trip guard with that 3H is an interesting idea.
X-Lite with absolutely no meter to speak of.
Challenge on the
Ooh,
step
nice.
dash. Necro
Yeah.
first. That's enough. God, he looks like a machine. He looks like a robot, just walking and IBing everything menacingly. 50 seconds on the
Ooh,
clock.
yeah.
Kinda
So
even on life
menacing.
totals.
Don't do this again. Just close it out, bro.
There's a guard cancel. Let's talk about it, but the Risu is ready. This is what we'll be talking about.
Oh, this defense is so good. He weathered that whole storm.
Have a nice trip.
30 seconds on the clock. Slight life lead here for Necro. Exide has some resources, but they need a hit. Necro not leaving many gaps for anything to happen much at all. He's getting back to his corner slowly but surely.
No. He needs to make something happen. Oh my god, tries for the Risu again. He fails.
That
Oh,
great answer that Necro was looking for before ends up making contact. 10 seconds. Exide desperately wants to make this happen. Necro has all the resources in the world. You gotta be so careful what you approach with. Guard cancel. 5 seconds. Jump.
No.
Make the anti-air.
That's
I don't
not
think
it. That's not enough. That's not enough.
The chip.
That's not enough.
No, yeah, it goes to Necro's favor on a timeout. Final round here for your winners finals.
Bro, this is crazy.
Have a nice
Oh boy. Neku has all the resources in the world. I've been waiting for this. Spend the resources now. Get the plus range.
He's got so much.
There's the punish.
Exide used so much of his resources on Risu trucks that didn't end up coming out.
Yeah. And Nekuro able to do the combo video. There's no burst in sight, so we can confirm it absolutely whatever we want. Nekuro is a walking combo video, but the drop.
No.
Get the reset. Burst available. 3M out of range.
It's one combo and Exide is dead. Nekuro's got a whole life lead. But it's Corona, so all it takes is one crit. Okay. No, he's still got one big hit and that's it. Or the super.
Ooh.
There's so much pressure on Exide right now. He does not have any resources. And Ina has so many options to do this final bit of damage. Nekuro's just giving him absolutely nothing.
Blocks the Risu truck side swap. That's a Exide classic. The 2-0.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's a battle of endurance. It's a battle of persistence.
There's no way. Oh
do it,
no.
yeah.
Nekuro brings it all the way back from literally last pixel of life. That's crazy.
Able to slow walk it to victory. Neku Crow with the 3-2, tightening up the neutral in such a way to where it was really hard for Exide to find those pockets of approach where they were so successful in doing so in the first 2 games. And then that 3rd game, I'm telling you, that was the momentum shift. That was Exide's moment. Literally just had to make a couple of micro adjustments. Just think like not even a full layer, just a half of a layer forward in order to spend the resources on deck in order to guarantee the timeout kill situation. It could have gone so much differently, and getting caught up in your mind and subconscious of what could have been will, man, lead you to a conclusion like this. But it's not the end for Exide dropping to losers finals. Neku Crow advances to the grand finals winner side, and this bracket is heating up, man. This is something.
We'll see if Exide can kind of regain his mental before he reaches losers finals and has to fight the winner of our next match, which is Logic or Ed. And I'm not sure. This one's going to be rough.
Yeah, Logic with the... I don't know. I feel like the narrative is changing a bit. I mean, Logic is the one with the target on their back for sure. Yeah. Like, that's something that people want to overcome. But now Nekuro is kind of reigning in this grand finals winner side with this unstoppable Ina presence, it seems.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's holding it down. He's been playing so well for the entirety of winners. And this next match is just going to be a slugfest. The rest of the matches are all just going to be crazy, I think. Like, they've all been great, but, like, from here on out, it's just going to be battle onto battle onto battle onto battle. See who can fight Ina in the finals. I think we're about to start, though.
Yep, there's only really been one sign of faltering in Logic's approach for the entirety of this tournament, and that was the match up against Nekuro. So I'm sure they want that run back. The rest of everybody within this bracket, these have been opponents that Logic has been able to take down with ease, historically speaking. But let's see if Edward Yolag is ready to execute on the assassination attempt. We'll see.
We'll see what we got. Ed's going full defense right now. Fair enough, fair enough. Logic says no thanks. I'm just going to get right in.
Yeah, and the reason why it happened was the moment that Edward decided to approach, right? You see them going for that signature run-up. Logic ready with the Rekka, and look at the payoff for it. Nearly half-life corner positioning. Just not an ideal scenario if you're Edward.
Yeah, Logic really was like a wild animal in the way he was just waiting. He was just hiding. He was just biding his time for that moment. And look at what he got off of it.
Yeah, Logic is like a serial run-upper. Oh my god! The 2H hit on the good boy projectile from that range? Hello?
That's
was that
insane.
A reaction?
If it was, that's again?
Oh, he did it again. Yeah, no, that is just a reactive check. What matchup knowledge being displayed here from Logic? That's
insane. I've never seen anyone do that before. The saplings kind of anti-intuitively dragging Ayame closer to Aki and getting rid of all that zoning work.
The 6-inch check on the Oni flip gonna allow for Edward to get this corner confirmation. Much needed momentum here. What can they do with it though? Flip out. Stagger pressure.
All that staggered. That's a lot of damage. Uses the burst.
Yeah, I'm glad that Edward didn't try to burst bait, because here's the thing. You get reset back to the neutral game, you set up Fauna. You could play this pretty defensively, I feel like. Oh my god. Clip up the Oni flip though.
It's cooked. Oh, the trap tech. Pushes him away with Fauna. I really like Ed's use of Fauna almost as like to force people away. Because that's not usually what people use Fauna for. Usually it's just for the call-in.
It ended up being a difference maker here, right? Just a logic needed to get in order to close out that round, but Fauna allowing for the push block so Edward can get back that comfortable neutral game.
Yeah. And Ed is just gonna hit the ground running right here. But Logic would rather Ed just hit the ground in general, so here they go. They're just kind of smacking at each other.
Oh my god, Ed is playing so aggressive. Oh, that's a classic right there. That is literally a Day Zero special. You can't burst part of the Ayame 22H.
There was so much visual noise on the screen right there.
Dog, I literally lost Evo that way. Like, you cannot, like, you can't burst that part of that animation.
Oh yeah. Ayame 22H accidentally burst baiting since 2023.
Yeah. Keep in mind, this may feel like it's a set of epic proportions, and that's because it is, but it is loser semis, which means this is first to 2. It's not quite first to 3 territory yet here for these players.
Yeah, either way, it's only first to 3. Or, first to 2. So either of them all Logic has to do is really just close this out.
Man, such phenomenal usage of that mid-range 2H
Oh,
hit.
that's kind of that feels kind of unnecessary.
Still in the deal is Logic, one round away from being able to move into that loser's final to challenge Exide. Some clutch IDs here from Edward. Logic instantly bursts. Neutral.
They do be Newton. Oh,
Yeah.
jump
Man.
scare Rekka. Hello.
What I was gonna say is that I felt like Edward was Edward is kind of contending in the mid range and looking for opportunities to approach, and I don't know if that's the mindset that they need to commit to, especially in that specific scenario before this hit. Logic didn't have an EX only switch, so I felt like that was a good opportunity for Edward to try to set up shop with the zoning to manipulate the game plan a little bit.
Yeah, he's trying to fight with Logic in mid range, which is like. It's possible, but in some cases, especially when you're Aki, it's probably more trouble than it's worth when you can just like zone from full range.
Yeah, even despite the character matchup, that is just where Logic is comfortable. So just like putting them, know, in this position, right, where it's full screen, you're calling Mookie. You can't call that Mookie though. That's not a full screen reaching option. But just like maintaining this is decent, right?
Yeah. Like even if you're just getting some chip in. I mean, the problem in this case, besides EX Oni flip, is the timer.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to be a problem since Ed's got 1%. Gotta make it work.
Yeah, just rolling with everything that they have. The IVs are on deck, but can't get the last one. Logic
mixes up the Rekka timing.
Yeah.
Victory.
Nice. And Logic goes down. Or, no, Ed goes down to Logic. Here in Losers Semis, good work, Ed, my boy. And we'll be seeing Logic facing Exide in Losers Finals to get a chance to go up against Necro, the underdog who's now sitting in Grand Finals winner's side with Ina having defeated some of the best players in the tournament.
Man, yeah, the narrative of these three players is just such an interesting story to tell, right? You have Nekuro waiting in that grand finals winner side after having a phenomenal run, was able to take down Logic 2-0, narrowly defeat Exide, and now they are really on the cusp of being able to grab victory. So long as they're able to keep their nerves in check and continue to execute on the game plan, they're in a prime position to do so. Logic on the other end of the spectrum has had to work their way to this loser's final spot, really grind out the wins over Potato Lover and Edward Yolag, and they've played Exide plenty of times before, has been able to get the victory in all of those sequences. So this may just be another day in the office. Exide has had a phenomenal tournament run. They're playing some of the best Idol I've ever seen them play. But coming off of the heels of that winners finals and how it ended, I worry about their mental going into this, right? Do they have the endurance and overall competitive mindset to overcome a tough loss like that and play at your best? Because you're going to need to bring more than your best against Logic. More than
even the matchup, I think the thing I'm more interested to see in is the mindset, because Exide, that was a rough loss. That can't feel good, and so he needs to really turn that around in his head to make this happen. He's got a pretty tough opponent in front of him.
Yeah. As of right now, though, I mean, this is a good way to kind of start the flow of things. Exide with the early round lead, pushed it to the corner. The tick pressure and Logic gets opened up. Wow, dash forward with the neutral jump, able to get the throw bait timing. That is incredible here for Logic. Coast-to-coast conversion. Logic's trying to get some of the offense going. Response from Exide. Spicy Coffee was so clean with those one-hit hit confirms, man.
Really closes at that first round very convincingly. He's off to a good start at the very least.
Let's see if they can maintain this. Ooh.
Really smart of Exide to almost contend to just past mid-range.
Logic's utilization of 2H is so impressive. In the Aki matchup, it was a reactive sort of thing, right? On the good boy projectile, just ready for that each time. In this matchup, just a anticipation sort of thing, right? There's no visual cue to hit 2H there. Logic just knew it was right decision. Ew!
That was awful. Okay. He's gonna take a lot of it. Oh my god, too far away for the grab. Bro thought it was 1.0 grab range.
Dude, I'm watching that back on YouTube, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what side that ghost hit on.
It hit in the middle.
For real. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, opting for the first.
Yeah, fair enough.
The bad news is, I was gonna say, if Logic gets the hit again, you don't have first, so you're gonna watch the combo.
Yeah, that was kind of a lose-lose scenario, because any combo starting with Mio is just going to destroy your health bar. And he had 2 of them in lock.
See you next stream.
That is the Logic way. One of the big reasons why they play that Mio is, they know that the ground game is phenomenal. They get a lot of Rekka starters, and if there's any way that you can cancel the Mio early and amplify that damage, it's a real good, powerful, explosive tool to have in your arsenal, and Logic uses it so well.
Yeah.
Okay. 2H anti-air. Can't stabilize the confirm though. Very awkward trajectory on that hit. Okay, activation, defensive fusion from Exide, has the life lead, trying to make something happen with it. All the chip in the world. Universal overhead, makes contact.
Nice. Has him in the corner. The Logic doesn't really seem too stressed about that fact. Oh, and there's the 2-2H classic. Whoa, what? Oh my god. He was expecting the DP. That was insane.
Right.
Even though he didn't bring that back, that was like crazy. I feel like I would be terrified if I was Exide in that scenario.
Oh my god, just the dance air drift right outside of the range of the 2H. X-Side spacing is something else.
Yeah, this is crazy. They're both playing out of their mind right now. Ooh, nice.
Wait, this something is... When did Logic lose burst? Okay, never mind. Now I see it now. It was just earlier in the sequence.
Yeah, it was a hot minute ago. Wait, is this... No, he's living. It's just... This is gonna be a rough one when he gets up.
Yo, na yo. I don't know how you called that he was living, but yeah, you were right.
Hi, Sajam. How you doing today? They're both just shimmying around as you do.
Yeah.
Classic.
X-Lite
The ground base. The ground base.
X-Lite being pushed to Vertigo because of the presence. That's where Logic wants him to be.
Nice. Gets that big combo. Fair enough, burst.
Ooh.
Was trying to convert there. Exide is not biting at all.
Oh my god, offensive
What?
burst. Prioritizing that corner above all else, doesn't want X-Lite even to have a crumb of offense. Just this, like the sheer notion of having to block Logic said, no, I'm just gonna stay in control, you stay in the corner,
Bro,
stay right here.
This is cooked.
That'll do it.
That I've never seen anyone use light Oni flip like Logic does.
Victory.
Like usually when I use Oni flip or when anyone else uses Oni flip, it's just like a move.
Down to business.
For some reason, when he uses it, it looks terrifying.
Okay. This is Logic just needs one more in order to move on here. X-Lite, honestly, not too far away from being able to make something happen here. Like they're not
Oh my
getting like
God.
cooked, but
Those
can't get a
instant
game on the
blocks.
board. Yeah.
Par for the course, I guess.
Okay.
We're just gonna get the damage going.
X-Lite has the burst. Okay. Finds the EX chainsaw way out. The interruption
Jesus,
from
yeah.
Logic.
He was coming from a mile away. Okay, well, he might. No, he's just gonna reset.
Yeah.
Try to save his meter for like a little bit. Hello. And there goes the ghosts.
Yeah.
I guess just farming meter right now.
At this point, yeah, Logic has time on their side, life on their side, pretty much everything in the favor of Logic as X-Slide needs to come back, tries to make it happen, instantly met with a stop sign.
Let's go again.
Logic has a lot on their side, both in terms of games and in terms of resources.
Up one round away from being able to make this happen. No burst on side of X-Slide, and just a research track in order to try to, you know, switch up the momentum. Now X-Slide really drained on resources without that working out. It just tips more and more into Logic's favor as the seconds pass. Here's an anti-air from X-Slide.
Oh my god, again. Yo, this is devilish work. This is messed up.
Gosh, with neutral burst in order to maintain, again, the pressure. That's how confident Logic is. Just utilizing the burst in order to keep X-Slide
Oh my
under
god.
pressure.
That run and grab. Another one. Don't do it again. meaty only flip. That's so, oh, that's so gross. Ugh.
Hard fought from Exide, but it is the inevitable here as Logic is going to be able to get the 3-0 victory, heading into grand finals to challenge Neku for the run back. But need to give a huge shout out to Exide, who put up a phenomenal showing here today. Going to be finishing third in Idol Showdown World versus EU, and was a crowd pleaser, man. In terms of just like the Risu conversions, just their overall hype that they were able to deliver on in their sets, whether it was to their advantage or at their demise. It wouldn't have been the same tournament without them, that's for sure.
Definitely no shame to go down here. Put up a really valiant fight and some really incredible sets too. And I mean, the two guys we got up in grand finals are about to go crazy, but we definitely should give Exide the props that he deserves for getting this far through some really crazy opponents.
1000%, but it has come down to this. Logic versus Neku. Neku in the winner's side, Logic coming from loser's side. Again, has had a hot streak. Logic has not dropped any games since being sent to losers, and really only dropped games to Neku to begin with. So this was a little bit of a roadblock, but with this momentum, let's see what Logic's going to be able to bring into it. But it was such a statement of a defeat that, like a crushing defeat that Logic was able to face at the hands of Neku. Like Neku seemed like fully in control of that matchup. I think that fundamentally, Logic's going to have a different approach and a different mindset going into this if they want to be able to reset the bracket.
Yeah, they can't go in the same way as they did last time. It just didn't work out very well from like a fundamental level. But both of these players have torn through the waves and waves of Coroni players to reach this pinnacle here to face each other in grand finals of Idol Showdown World versus Europe side. Grand finals, Logic versus Neku. Here we go.
Let's get it. Oh my god, Neku almost playing at a faster speed, it feels like. I'm seeing so many Taco Dachis and buttons coming out, but Logic 2H, that might be the answer.
Logic might have just, all the rounds up until now, he's just been honing his skills back up.
Universal overhead, lockdown within the corner.
Oh, that was nasty. That empty jump, he was fully expecting something.
Okay. Neku has the life lead, holding down the neutral.
Oh, nice. Not gonna be enough. Doesn't really look like Logic has an answer to all these projectiles.
Yeah, but one thing I will note, that angle that Logic jumped from, I think that's a very interesting thing to know. As I was saying earlier, Ina's anti-air 2H is very vertical reaching, not really good on horizontal reach. So it'll be interesting to see if Neku has a game plan for like the 5M or the 4H, or we've seen 3H a lot in order to cover that jump in timing.
Yeah. Logic being really patient. I wonder if what he's just trying to kind of slowly get his way in, or if he's like farming for resources almost.
Yeah, truly it's a matter of you got to be careful. Like, Ina is not the easiest character to contend in the ground game, and yeah, just running into a wall of normals, being drained in the process. Neku takes round one.
Yep, and they're both taking a step back to reaffirm space. Ina probably needs that space more than Ayami does. Ooh, a nice 2-2H. Goes for the meaty Oni flip. Pet grab, yep. Doesn't really get anything big off of that to Logic. But now Ina's kind of in the zone she wants to be in. And Logic's really got to fight his way in.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Neku has been backed up to the corner, but it does not matter. 5H, it's clipped.
Huge 2M. Wait, that's gonna be some serious damage. She's got the meter to fair enough burst.
Yeah, most important part of that burst, not only getting rid of the damage, but also resetting back to the neutral game. Logic needs to earn yet another hit. Not quite a 3M!
The 3M, oh my god. And Neku takes the first game.
Yes, both multiple things not working in Logic's favor here, as you know, you go find the hit, but if Neku Crow, that's the significance of the burst in this matchup, is that's like on both ends, it's a reset to neutral. Whether you burst out of Ina or Ina bursts you, you have to earn your way back in order to be impactful in the matchup.
Yeah. Oh my god. He has him in the corner already. Oh my god, the side switch. Now Ina's in the corner. No burst in sight. So Ina's got to get out on her own merits. Can't be resetting neutral just by using burst.
That's how that interaction I was talking about, right? Logic with that.
Oh my god, the
overhead
overheads.
backwards in order to make the Ina 2H whiff.
These overheads are just getting Logic. Oh, and doesn't even... Yeah.
Needed the IB, the 100 hands. Did not have it available. Necro. Moving forward here. This is looking rough here for our Logic.
Logic's not really showing many signs of life. He's kind of just... He's doing his best though. He's doing so well. Ooh, finally got through with that stagger timing. Tried to jump over the fireball, didn't really work. Ooh, the huge 2H.
That end here. Here comes Logic.
Oh,
that's not a safe jump! The Logic life lead, but for how much longer? Yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of time before he gets dwindled down. Necro goes for an unsafe jump though. Logic would be punished. Back throw.
Nice grab. Waits. That wait was so terrifying, that split second. Oh, and they both reset. Interesting how Logic reset though.
Okay, the dash up 5L. Necro going
No,
awfully
again?
expensive.
That 3M has been putting in so much work.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait.
gosh.
Oh, got Ina. I wasn't sure who won there for a second.
Yeah, the EX only flip makes contact. There's a couple of odd things that I see Necro doing that they're making actions that have not been successful in the past. Like I'm seeing a lot more approaching, and then yeah, in terms of just like the neutral game, less buttons, more fireballs, which is a big opportunity for lots of EX only flip.
It was an insane catch.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's that meaty. Yep, and that's burst, because otherwise you're probably dead, which is awful. Yo, if that converted, I would have actually stopped playing the game.
It's gonna be work with her as well.
So much damage.
Corner to the corner. Oh no!
Catches him. He's... yeah. Logic bringing it back to 1-1.
There is a... Okay, so the way that Necro routes with Ina, it really gives me a lot of callback in my head to like top level Ollie play. So it's just like, there is a way that you can play Ina to where you don't have to worry about your combos dropping, but Necro's not going to do that. They want the optimals, they want the side to side, coast to coast, and as much damage as possible. But there are drop points in Ina's combos where, like, if you mess up, you're dead. And Ollie kind of has like that same thing going on, and I think that's such a stressful thing to put yourself under in a tournament of this caliber.
Yeah,
right?
in grand finals, especially with something like charge moves, where it's like it's just a feel thing. The execution isn't how long you wait, which has to feel terrible.
Take their first game over Necro within the context of this tournament. Maybe all the momentum that they need. We see the throw in Lupin in the corner.
They're definitely... Oh my god! That was terrifying. That would have been the round right there. Because they both live another day. Reset to neutral.
Okay. Are you... The 3/3 of the screen, Rekka! What a call from Logic.
He felt it coming from like years. He's been predicting that in his sleep for actual years, just for this moment.
That we needed Logic.
Oh my god, is he going for the...
Oh,
No!
there's layers to it! He did not do the jump forward, it was a neutral jump, so it was just like, huh? Only flip right at the last second for the cross up. Disgusting.
That was so gross.
Ooh, delay 2H. Or are we being weird, or are they just not ready for the confirm?
Here we go. Oh, catches him. What? Oh, went for the low. This is so scary. Oh my god, that's dead. Yeah, that's so dead.
Yo, Thanos, collected the Infinity Stones. He's inevitable. Logic is on the verge of resetting the bracket in a matchup that seemed so hard for him previously in this top 8. Even within the game 1 of this entire set, Logic has just found a way to close the distance, and Neku needs to come up with something fast. They're going way more on the offensive. Dash up throw as Ida in your round start? What?
This is going so crazy. It's going exactly not how... All of this is going exactly not how I'm expecting it to go.
What's even crazy about that round start is that Logic tested. Like, what in the world is going on here?
Oh my god, the 3M again. Yo, these overheads are getting Logic so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a complete change of pace. This is the most aggressive we've seen Neku throughout the entirety of this bracket, almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's starting to get to him.
uh-oh. Yeah, instant burst. Reset back to neutral, but what is Neku gonna do? Are they gonna like try to zone out? Or it seems like they want violence. It seems like they're trying to approach.
Yo, it really does seem like Logic's got that download complete.
Potentially. No, yeah, clip yet again. But the reversal 2L, burst for the maintaining pressure in
Oh
the
my
corner.
god, he got him.
That's it.
Dead, yeah. One more round to reset the bracket.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so wasn't able to get the 2H in order to end here Neku from that cross up. Yeah, this combo could be a good momentum builder here for Neku. They already have 4 resources, so that's not a resource builder. But the drop, instantly up with the 2-2H. Nice only flip just to get out of the corner. I like that from Logic. Prioritize positioning rather than OP.
Yeah. This 2M on Logic's side has really been the MVP of this entire set. That 2M has been putting in so much work as a counter poke. It's insane.
Yeah, ready for the crazy triple dash throw, but not ready for the 3M. Neku, yeah, gonna close it out. Logic, what? Spins the burst?
Spins the burst with 1 HP and all of his resources. He believes.
He's literally spent everything, but Neku burst in response. Honestly, if you're Logic, I think you're okay with this. You were able to force Neku to burst.
I think that's a win. I feel like that's a win.
What a 2H anti-air. Yeah, Neku has the proper confirm this time around though.
Oh my god, this is gonna be some damage with that starter.
Jeez. Okay, Neku has been getting in trouble with the drops here. Looks like they're able to stabilize this. So far, so good. IPS triggered.
Oh my god,
with the meaty
grab.
throw, excuse me?
The 3M would have hit too. That's insane.
Ugh. Logic just got that burst back.
Oh my god, wait. This is gonna be like 50%.
Good amount. Yup. Full coast-to-coast conversion with it as well. Neku in trouble. Reversal 2L. Logic refusing the burst. Oh,
No way.
2H!
No way.
Okay, back to the
the
neutral
burst.
game. Yeah, you can just spin everything at this point. Neku has so
Yeah.
many resources to try to chip out here.
Okay,
Oh!
uses the burst to keep him in the corner. Oh my god. This is so scary. No!
Oh my gosh, the Oni flip has come in so clutch for Logic time and time again.
Dude,
and
this-
will be the clutch factor for the reset.
This white Odie flip. Oh my god.
Oh
It is a
my
bracket
goodness
reset.
gracious. Man, Neku just cannot catch a break. It's so interesting too how this is just shaped out. Like Logic is just able to thread the needle, get in, wait their turn, and the overall like space control, like the 5 H's and like the 3 H's and just all those things that Neku was able to throw out previously to keep Logic at bay. Not a factor anymore. Logic is just getting in for free.
He's just so far in his head. Oh, hello.
Okay.
Ooh, doesn't even let the 2H come out, or the 3H.
Yeah, it was out of range, but Ayame Rekka well within the range. Here comes Logic.
Have a nice show. You want the
Range, yeah, Neku forced the burst. Only flip, another one. Bro,
And Logic-
escape?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. With no burst. What? What are you doing?
Oh no.
Anything
Yo,
and
that was
everything.
definitely a misclick.
Huh? Oh, alright, okay. Okay, now that round start is like the equivalent of Tokido taunting Bunk and Evo Grand Finals. That was literally what that's
Yeah,
the
that
equivalent
was-
of. Round
That
start
was
DP.
so BM. That was so BM. He got like nothing out of it and lost his only bar. It
Oh
was
my
so
god.
worth it.
You gotta put a stop to this if you're next, bro. You can't get like deterred mentally from this. Okay. Side swap confirmation. No, that's right. Yeah, Necro doesn't really do that.
Yeah. He's not really much for side swaps. He'd rather take them to the complete opposite corner of the screen.
Exactly, but it's just like, okay, I won't say anything if they're able to do it. Let's see.
Yeah, if they can do it, you know what? GG's.
All right. It was worth. It was worth.
Okay,
They got it.
He got it. Dude, wait, is that? There's no way. That can't be dead, right? What?
It's dead.
What?
This is the ideal for Nekuro. This is what they are able to execute. This is what they're able to do so long as everything is working properly. Right? That is what Nekuro is capable of. It's just a matter of executing it in the heat of the moment.
That it's so crazy. I'm still recovering with the fact that that killed. Okay, but Logic's just gonna jump right into it.
Another thing worth mentioning, Ayame does have some of the lower health totals, so that may not have killed every character in that situation, but Ayame, yeah, she's out of here.
Yeah. What's interesting to note here is Logic does have burst and Necro does not. So, in terms of resources, Logic has definitely got way more on it. Okay, here we go.
So cheap! So
there's Mio.
cheap,
That's
Mio!
so
The
dead.
first! Okay.
Just in time, just in time.
5H. Ooh. 3M! Logic potentially over the age of 30, but that doesn't matter.
He's got the time lead, but please don't try to time this out. We've seen how that has gone.
He has EX only flip. You gotta be really careful about these fireballs from here on out.
Okay,
Yup.
that's the only flip. It's just trying to
Chip.
chip him out. Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Kind of a checkmate, because the only way around that is to IB, and with how he's messing up those timings, like, you're really guessing.
Yeah, I mean, there is technically another way out. Something that I haven't seen Nekuro do a lot. Guard cancel. Right?
That's
You
true.
could theoretically
He could.
guard cancel. I mean, like, Nekuro doesn't really utilize their collab. Well, they don't really utilize the collab period, but like,
Yeah,
they do use
they-
their off collab meter for much besides side cancels.
Yeah.
Guard cancel might be worth investing in for situations like that.
Yeah, we really haven't seen Muna at all.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm a bit, so, like, this is my comp. I use Inamuna, but me and Nekuro play completely differently. Like, I do a lot of, like, 5H and protocols in order to, like, set up top dodges
Right.
and stuff. Like, Nekuro spends the resources for combos. And I get it. I think that's theoretically, like, the optimal way to play, especially with, like, Gina's damage potential, but it's so tough to do. Like,
Yeah. It's definitely much easier and, like, more screen control for free. Just to use the assist. Okay, we're pretty even. Almost both have burst.
alright.
Oh, he was waiting.
Yeah, Nekuro with my life speed, trying to sit on it for as much possible, as much
Whoa,
time as possible.
There's the guard burst.
Oh, there's the Oni flip. Yeah, it's the first to get out of there. You need to be careful of the projectile timings.
Oh, this is so... We're both playing so patiently. Time is almost out. He does not have the time.
That's all we needed. Yeah, that confirmed to
that's
him.
it. He's definitely getting the life lead at the very least, but definitely dead.
Oh no. KO.
Oh no.
Let's go again.
For a moment, for a second, it felt like Nekuro would be the one to end the reign of terror from Logic over the past 2 years. Sent them to losers bracket so convincingly, but Logic is just the champion that won't go down. They're on the verge of being on tournament point if they're able to get another round here. The interruption on the 3M. He's not dirty. We checked the license.
Yeah, Logic is just refusing to let this one be the one. Okay, uses the burst. Necro's almost got his. Necro is stocked up on resources. Just gotta use them. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be it for the round.
Beautiful. Yeah, that EX Takodachi, she can get like a maximum of 2 dashes or to run up and get the confirm. So what you're able to get is dependent on your spacing. A perfect spacing there to get the 5 and 3H for a ton of damage. Good situational awareness there from Necro.
Yep. Logic's just sitting outside of this range, waiting for a good time to strike. Oh my god!
That could be crazy. Yeah, Logic wasn't ready for the burst punish. At least they got it wasted, but
bursts have been used so weirdly this entire set.
Right? Yeah, I mean, Logic as a player just uses burst in a very interesting way. They burst for positioning, right?
Yeah.
The damage is kind of part of the equation and when they opt to do it, but like, I feel like positioning is their primary source of when they burst.
Yeah, they tend to burst more to keep people in the corner or to get them away from them than they do to actually like get out of combos.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised Logic didn't go for the Yoda-Yo, but
Yeah.
3M, makes contact, Logic does the life lead, EX Oni flip, there's 2 of them on stock. There
Yeah,
he
Mio.
hasn't gone for that gambit the entire set. Run forward, call Mio in order to bait out an action.
Yeah,
Victory.
that's a terrifying one because the only thing you could do is just not do anything.
Let's
Yes.
get
And
down
why
to
would you not want
business.
to do anything there? We are conditioned as a society to anti-air the jump-ins. Idol Showdown makes you think the unthinkable. And man, it was unthinkable that Logic would be in this position, but they are on the verge. 1 game away from being your Idol Showdown World versus Europe champion.
And Necro on the opposing side has a whole mountain to climb up if he wants to make this happen. So much. If he wants to make the comeback, he should probably start. Oh my god. That shimmy grab was so gross.
Ooh. Good block on the universal overhead. That's what we're ready for it. But yeah, burst for positioning. Baked
Yeah.
out the reversal. And the
Oh my
burst.
god!
Get out of my head!
Download
Leave
complete,
me alone!
download complete, download complete. Oh my god.
Necro going in here with just a meter and a dream. Logic 1 round away from finishing the story. Trade. Lots of 5Ms coming out from Necro. That is plus. Oh yeah, Logic recognized. Try to challenge, but that's a very awkward confirmation that high up.
Not gonna get a whole lot off of that because of the light starter, but he will get that positioning, which is great, really pushing him into the corner. Not really giving Ina any chance to breathe here. And now letting up a little bit, almost. Trying to space out those Takadashi projectiles.
Scenario, yeah, Necro going on the approach, just dashing into the fire, I feel. Logic is ready to make it happen. 2M, there's the burst. Necro probably not getting another one of those. This is Logic's
Oh my
favorite.
god,
There's
the
a 2H nowhere!
Yo, that was insane. Oh, Logic's coming in. He went to Mio too far away, though, to make that Mio count. Oh my god, the meaty light Oni flip. He's gonna get
Does
so
this
much
do
damage.
it?
Is this dead?
I think
it might
this
be
might
dead.
be dead.
He doesn't get burst. He doesn't get burst, and he has another one of the EX Records if he needs it. That's dead.
Yes. With the proper routing, the bracket has reached its logical conclusion as the King of Europe Idol Showdown reclaims the throne. Logic is your Idol Showdown World versus Europe champion. Got the reset. Congratulations.
awesome games from everyone, but great job on Logic, and great job to all of our failed assassins out there that tried so hard. Good job to our Corone players who almost created a wave that was unstoppable, but Logic just cannot be stopped. And once again, he sits on the throne uncontested.
I was a believer. I listen when Logic got sent to losers, and not only getting sent to losers, the way they got sent to losers. It was such a, again, crushing set that Nekuro was able to employ against Logic in order to get that victory. This seems like Nekuro's tournament to win. That winners finals from the brink of death. The reverse sweep. Nekuro played it out of their mind here, but just could not close it out against Logic. Not something to hold their head down about. Definitely should hold their head high. This was a phenomenal performance for a phenomenal player. And a player that I think all of us are going to be watching in terms of just like
for sure
what this character could be with a bit more refinement. Like there were so many combos that they were able to employ that people were not sure if it was going to kill. Nekuro's like, it definitely will. I've done the science, I've done the labbing. So room to grow for the character, room to grow for the player.
Yeah.
They put on a show.
Yeah, they really did. Like some phenomenal games, and really just got to give my props to everyone who played. We watched some like really incredible games, and not even in like the last grand finals or in the losers finals. Every game was incredible. Like it was a joy to commentate and to watch. Like everyone put on one hell of a show today. So like, great job Europe. You really came out today.
Indeed. And yeah, this has been really just the tone that has been set for every single Idol Showdown World versus tournament this weekend. Like Japan was an amazing tournament, North America was an amazing tournament, Europe was an amazing tournament, and we're not even done. South America, right around the corner, a little bit later today, will be closing us out here for the Idol Showdown World versus Series in less than an hour. Yeah, so it's literally going to be happening not too long after this closes out. And I mean, hey, I have heard the word on the street is that there may be some something that you may want to stick around for at the end of the Idol Showdown South America tournament. You should stay until the end of that tournament regardless, because that's going to be a banger of a tournament to watch. But I've been told that there may be something even beyond the tournament that you're going to want to stick around for when it comes to that Idol Showdown South America bracket. So
be a little something if you want to just peek your head in a little bit. I mean, you should be watching anyways, but if you're a stickler, just keep your eyes peeled at the end of that tournament, and there might be something.
Indeed. But yeah, I'm sure there's preparations that need to be made for that Idol Showdown South America bracket that's going to be starting soon. That is going to be concluding Europe's side. Congratulations yet again to Logic. And yeah, as for me, I am grateful and beyond honored to commentate not one but two Idol Showdown World versus brackets for North America and Europe. My name is Kraken Atkins. I hope you all enjoyed the ride. I will ride or die for this game so long. As I said yesterday, there are at least two people playing it, and I'm always going to be one of those people that are playing it. So yeah, I just appreciate the community, the support, and of course the devs for making a phenomenal game and providing a phenomenal tournament series. This has really been some of the greatest Idol Showdown action I've seen throughout the history of this game. And that means something coming from me. I've been there since like day zero, but like this World versus Tournament series has been insane. So just kudos to y'all for putting this all together. Sure. The community really appreciates it.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since I've done commentary for the game, and I've really missed it. So this has been like a joy and an honor to kind of come back and do commentary for this fighting game that I love so dearly and for this community. And I'm just thrilled to see everything going on and how incredible the games have been and the tournament. And I hope you all enjoy the South American side, because I certainly will. And this has been Brian. Thank you, Atkins, for joining me on the booth. It's always a pleasure, always a great time. Okay, bye.